You know what I love? Oh my god. Sorry. I just love a good roast beef sandwich.
Oh! Uh-oh, you okay?
I don't give a fuck. I got hired at.
You know what I love? Oh my god. Sorry. I just love a good roast beef sandwich. You know what I love? Oh my god. Sorry. I just love a good roast beef sandwich. You know what I love? Oh my god. Sorry.
What's up, fellas? How's it going? Trying out some new equipment here. Tell me what you think. If you like it, if it's quality, salute Bomb Squad. Yeah, it's a little late night tap in, right? You know, doing boxing content. It's kind of difficult sometimes, right? Because salute Mars Box Sale. Thank you. I appreciate it. J Rocks, yeah. You know how we doing it, man. I'm doing a little things a little bit different, trying out some new things, trying to step the game up, right? Salute J Rocks, always in the building, always representing. Yeah, man, like I said, boxing talk, right? Sometimes there's a lot to talk about, sometimes there's nothing to talk about. Tonight, a little impromptu, like I said, trying out some equipment, and I want to see what you guys think. But gonna do it probably mostly a chat stream, and I'm gonna have people hop on if they want to hop on. And really, there's no format today. I was going over my last live, right? I did the pillars of boxing, and I think it went really well because I looked at the they have AI now for the streams, and I looked in, and if any of you guys could go do me a favor and go look, it breaks down what I was talking about, and I thought it was really good, and it actually was favorable to White Girl Wednesday, Baddie of the Day. Let's do Baddie of the Day, right? So, well, I gotta take a couple minutes before I do it. You know how YouTube does it. I have a little interesting thing to go, but people are moving on. I guess Better Beav and Bivol had a fantastic commercial going on, right? They had that thing going off, and it looks like Canelo Alvarez wants to take on Dimitry Bivol. Also in the news was David Benavidez saying that he has a big fight announcement. Right? David Benavidez has a big fight announcement coming up. White women are amazing. Yes. White Girl Wednesday, right? White Girl Wednesday it is. That's the theme of the day. We did Sinicia. You see her in the background, right? The little hoochie crew together. And, like YouTube said, I'm actually showing respect to women boxers and their beauty. Right, it's not objectifying women as they said, but yeah, it's your own cup of tea, right? We appreciate all races, sizes. We got Torta Tuesday. We missed Torta Tuesday, as some of you guys reminded me. Right, we know we like our tortas too. Let's not act like we ain't never been at 2 a.m. Right, last call. But yeah. So looking at the future. Right, look at the big fight is Dimitry Bivol and Better Beav. Jeez, I forgot, but because it was supposed to happen, and I think Better Beav Bivol, as you see, Artur Better Beav is 39. I think he's the only fighter with a perfect knockout ratio. 18. Max was Polish. Frank, her parents were mad. Chill. I don't get it. Her parents were mad. Oh, her parents were mad. Chill. I thought they were mad because they married she got with a Mexican. How in the world was Chris Mannix able to cut? Because he's got clout, bro. He's got clout, right? He's a broadcaster. She's moving on up, so to speak, right? 18th Street. My cousin uses torta side piece for food every Wednesday. Oh, that's what I said to the homie who was on the other day, HLD. I said, would you rather have a dime piece, a 10, but she can't cook, or would you rather have a torta, but she can throw down? She makes everything. She makes enchiladas. She makes steak. You gotta pick and choose in this world, right? Can't have it all. Some people think they can, but some, relatively, you gotta make smart business decisions. I don't know. What do you guys choose? Tortas be holding it down. Exactly. Tortas will stay loyal to the soil. El cuerpo. Yeah, I'm gonna drop the link, fellas. We're gonna talk some boxing. It's late. I'm gonna see how these late night streams do. This is the chance that I got today, and it's really what you guys want to talk about. What do you want to talk about today? As you know, the news is slow. Just a couple things to talk about. Chris Eubanks bad mouthing. So I'm gonna do our little segment, and then I'm gonna drop the link. So just giving it a couple minutes before I drop it. But here we go. White Girl Wednesday.
And now we're ready for Smash or Pass.
Hey, baby. You got girlfriend? Well, baby, me so horny.
All right, White Girl Wednesday. Who do we have on the docket? Let's look. Is it a smash or pass? Smash or pass, guys. This is the game. 1 for smash, 2 for pass, or 3 for wife up. All right. So here we go. The reveal of the day. Michaela Mayer. She's a fighter. Can you believe it or not? Michaela Mayer, White Girl Wednesday. Is it a smash, a pass, or wife up? Canelo trying to jump to, okay, we're playing smash or pass right now. It is smash or pass. I want to hear smash, pass, or wife up. What would you do with Michaela? Now, I think she has a boyfriend. Oh, boo. I hear boyfriend and that, it's walk away. Now, some guys, they like to grow with girls with boyfriends. Me, it's so there's a link, fellas. It's what you guys want to talk about. I really don't have anything planned. I just want to, try some new equipment. See how the late night ones do. If you guys are up talking shit at the late night hour, scante hours. She's athletic. Yeah, she's sexy. If you look at that picture, Hulk smash, facts, Mars. Look at that. She's not bad. She's sexy. There are pictures where she looks kind of meh. Not too hot. She's kind of got a big back, and big shoulders, right? So there it is. White Girl Wednesday, Frank Bay. Looks like we got a couple smashes. Hit the like, yeah. Smash at the other girls that got that Kegel game. Exactly. So I dropped the link, hit it, and it's really what y'all want to talk about, man. The other day, we seen Anthony Joshua get smashed to pieces. People are still kind of talking about Canelo and Berlanga. Berlanga is making noise about next opponents, right? He salute Hawker Mustang. Yes. The homies always supporting, man. I really appreciate it, man. You can be anywhere, listen to anybody, but you're here, Salute Maton, exactly. And not, it's free smoke. There's bigger platforms, Frank, I got Rayo beating Shakira. Frank, okay, 18th Street. Okay, we'll talk about that. Frank, I got Rayo beating Shakur. Yeah. Rayo showed that he can box, right? We're talking about a guy who, probably was written off, right? Could have been written off after losing to De Los Santos, after getting robbed against Colbert, right? I think Colbert, his talking ass is fighting on Pro Box, so that shows you where his career is at, right? El Rayo beating Pitbull. Pitbull was the boxing darling, right? The little gremlin himself, right? He gets mad love with the fans. People love Pitbull, and I get it. People love the little Pitbull. Let's see. So that fight, it's not even near reality right now. It's kind of a long way off. But I think, look, man, Shakur's overrated. That's what we know about Shakur Twitterson, right? He's extremely overrated, and his hands are brittle, right? He broke his hands, and then he was actually in the news because he's talking about that he doesn't want a tune-up now. He doesn't need a tune-up to beat William Zepeda. He's saying it's going to be a movie. William Zepeda, I think, is fighting in November, but Rayo is a champion, man. Rayo is going to be a tough for anyone to beat. The news was that Tank Davis was trying to bait El Rayo into a fight, right? Bring him down to 135. Robert had released that information, right? Typical Crip tactics, right? That's what we talk about. Crip tactics, right? Weight drain. We know the tactics. And then when you bring it up, they say, oh, but Canelo doesn't know. Can you tell me the last time Canelo did a tactic like that? I mean, if anything, in his biggest fight, Crip Mayweather did it, right? But that's just a boxing game, right? That's just how it goes. So, yeah, I mean, I doubt Shakur would ever face Rayo. I mean, these guys, they don't want to take on any tough challenges. He wanted Joe Cordina. That's what he was aiming for. So that tells you the level that he's at. And really, man, we talk about boxing, it's just levels, man. Who has the most hydration clauses in history? Probably Manny Pacquiao. Off the top of my head, I know half of maybe the major fights that Pacquiao had moving up. Now, to be fair, when he was fighting in his original weight class where he was supposed to be at, he was fighting at the weight, right? Because he's a small guy. But as he moved up, he had catch weights because it was okay. He's a small guy moving up. It's understood. But off the top of my head, and look, I don't have a problem with it. It just you just have to judge accordingly. Sometimes you need to catch weights to make those big fights. J-Rocks, I'm convinced Berlanga's got a concussion. Dude talking gibberish. AJ fight. Yeah, I think he's just trying to make noise, man. Everybody's kind of figured out, look, all you got to do, they're trying to be kind of like Ryan. Just say some shocking shit and people are going to get crazy about it. Now, me, I don't. I look at it, like I said, as a sport, as a business, as the politics, and we break it down here. Hit the like, man. Hit the like, hit the link, hit the Cash App one time so we could do big things. Sergeant, I was with Michaela. She looked fat, your type. Now, Sergeant, come on. I kind of find that kind of disrespectful, bruh. She's fat? What do you mean? She had a fat ass? I don't think she's fat. Me, man, I'm a tank stopper. I throw them all down. I'm strong. I handle it all, baby. Call it what you want. I don't hate. I don't discriminate. You know what I'm saying? Marsbug said, Frank, you see Berlanga Tweety has 210 on fight night and wants AJ next. I did see that. Yeah, and you know what? That's crazy, right? That's what Canelo Alvarez was up against. People are still upset about that fight. It's mad crazy. Oh, that's how the mic works. Damn, what was Frank Bay doing, man? Sometimes, man, let me get El Cuerpo. Let me just throw this thing up. Make sure you people like to D-bomb on this platform. Dang, I was really doing it wrong. And you guys don't say nothing again. Salute, homie. Hello.
Thank you. What's up, man?
Yeah, man. Hey, how you doing?
Hey, you can hear me just fine.
Is it me?
You sound good. I was gonna ask if my audio was okay.
Fellas, let us know if you can hear El Cuerpo. It could be me, man, because I have the a mic and I have a plug-in, but I don't know if it's working.
about now? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you a little bit better. Guys, can you hear him? No, he's muffled. Okay.
All right, let me jump back in. I'll jump
Yeah,
back.
yeah, you're gonna have to do that. Okay, guys. I'm figuring out this technology and shit. El Cuerpo just hopped on. Hey, hit the link, hit the link, hit the like. Now it sounds legit. I was like, damn, I was confused. Now I can only hear you. Yeah, he hopped off, man. He cooks, man. He's got a channel. Go hit El Cuerpo. And he breaks boxing down too. Yeah, okay, it was him. Okay. Frank has the only show I could listen to. Thank you. I'm glad. Me too, man. Me too. I'm the only show I could listen to. No, I listen to look, man, I follow everybody and everything, but slowly but surely I've kind of dropped off. All right, let me put my screen thing up because people like to D-bomb other people on this platform. It's messed up. Salute, brother.
How about now? Sound better?
To me, you sound far away still, man. It could be my headphones though.
What about? Can you guys?
Fellas, let us know if you can hear El Cuerpo. Yeah, you're still low, brother. The chat is saying you're low.
Damn. Let me. All right, I'm gonna go to my AirPods.
Okay,
Sorry
okay,
about
just
that.
no worries, no worries. Reminds me of Repit shows. Damn. Salute what Repit, man. Y'all still keeping his name alive, right? Get off Bluetooth. No, he's low. Okay, yo, salute. Yeah, man, we're doing a Scante stream. Just give it. Nah, come on, bro. Come on, man. Let him live. Let him live. He's trying, man. Hey, I need all the help I can get. I need all the help I can get. I was trying off a new mics. Let me know how you sound. I didn't have it right, and I was like, is this thing even working? No, this thing is trash. And now it finally works. Yeah, man. But back to boxing talk. What? Like I said, again, we come in a situation where there's not much going on. David Benavidez, I think he's tweeting out or put it on Instagram that he could possibly be fighting David Morrell. Can you imagine that? David Benavidez puts it on the line against Eric Morrell. You actually spoke to him. Okay. There's just a lot of rumors. Salute to him wherever he's at, whatever he's doing. I think the big say so. I don't know if that's the real one. El Cuerpo. Yes, we'll try it again.
Yo, how about now?
Yeah, you're good now. Big say so. Is this big say so?
It was
All right.
a
Okay. People D-bomb on this platform, but yeah, man, go ahead. Y'all spit.
good man.
So what's up? What are you guys talking about?
But really, it's just open today. Boxing's kind of slowed down after AJ. Is that guy D-bombing me? Y'all gotta help me out.
What a D-bomb, bro.
Okay, I can't hear you. You're kind of muffled. El Cuerpo, yeah, man, this could date. I mean,
Oh, shit.
what is it? Canelo Alvarez said he wants to face Dimitry Bivol if he were the winner, and David Benavidez is talking about fighting David Morrell, or whatever you want, man. Like I said, boxing's kind of slow right now. We don't have a big fight for like 2 weeks.
Oh yeah, they I was just on another panel, man, and they had said that Benavidez and Morrell were actually spotted recently, like hugging each other at an event, and they were fans were making fun of that, and they're saying that the fight between them in supposedly December is all fake news, or I guess. I mean, we know Samson Lukowitz will say things about making a fight happen, and then it doesn't happen. So it's quite possible that Morrell and Benavidez are still not going to fight, unfortunately.
So is he still
build
gonna
them up.
fight Jesse Hart? Because there was that rumor too.
As far as I know, yeah, the hype farts, the Jesse Hart fight is still gonna happen. That I do know, yeah. But as far as Morrell, I don't know who Morrell's gonna fight next. And then you might agree, a lot of fans weren't happy with the Morrell versus Hot Rod fight. I thought it was actually interesting, man, that Hot Rod was able to make Morrell miss a lot And then, of course, Benavidez versus Gvozdyk. Looks like Benavidez had gassed out, in the second half of the fight. So I think they still need to build these guys up at 175. Unfortunately, you know. So who knows? Maybe a fight with Morrell would be good, right?
It would be a great fight, but like you said, the money for it is probably not there, especially if you have a potential Canelo Alvarez fight. Because if Benavidez loses that fight, then his career goes up in smoke.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, but you're right. I can't see how they'd make money. I mean, unless it's on a tank undercard, right? If it's gonna be Benavidez versus David Morrell on the co-main of a Tank Davis fight, then maybe the money could be there. But yeah, it's just unfortunately it's not a fight you can really sell just yet, right? Morrell versus Benavidez. Morrell has to get a significant win over somebody at 175 to even make a dent to try and market that fight. Like maybe a win over Anthony Yard, who would probably do good for anybody, any of those names. Doesn't sell good in the States, obviously, but in the UK, Anthony Yard will definitely bring people to an event.
I agree, but for the fans, yeah, it would be great to see those two fight, and like you said, put it on a Tank Davis undercard. But if I'm Benavidez or I'm Morrell, I don't take short money to do that. It just doesn't make any sense. Now I know from a fan perspective, we say, oh yeah, we need to find out, but it's not gonna be worth it. It's just not. That's just kind of how boxing is. Look, we never even we barely, if it wasn't for this Turkey Ali guy, we would have never got Better Be of Bivol.
Mhm. Yeah. Oh, it's also another good fight. Virgil Ortiz versus Madrimov. I don't know how I had missed that idea of a matchup, but that would actually be a pretty good fight. As far as the prediction, I'm still uncertain just yet. I might lean just a bit to Virgil Ortiz. I would lean him for maybe a split decision, or I guess even better, maybe by a knockout. Because if Virgil would get a knockout over Madrimov, then we all know what's going to be the new theme. Everybody's going to want Ortiz versus Crawford, as if that's not already the case, right? But it would definitely catapult Ortiz closer to a Crawford fight, a win like that.
Yeah, Virgil's in a really how he's in a really, I'm gonna say, I don't know the word for a bad position, because he looked vulnerable against Bokachev, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if he had lost to Bokachev, well, then his career is kind of up in smoke, right? He's heavily promoted by Oscar De La Hoya, but he needed that fight to kind of solidify himself as a legit threat. And it was looking like they were cooking up. Oscar and Turkey were cooking up to get him Crawford. So, you're kind of stuck. Do you take mid fights to wait for Crawford so that you can get that big money fight, or do you take on a riskier fight like a Madrimov and risk it in order to, I guess, save face, so to speak, with the fans?
Yeah. I mean, I think there's a kind of maybe a small parallel between, like, let's say Munguia's last fight against Banzignan. A lot of fans are criticizing Munguia on his performance, and even Top Rank, like the Top Rank commentary had said that Banzignan was supposedly like was winning on the cards. It was a very close fight, which I guess it was, but regardless, Munguia won by the stoppage, by the KO, which was nice. And so we know that Ortiz also had a very tough fight with Boachuk. But these fighters, they're gonna make mistakes, I guess, acclimating at the weight. I would actually like a rematch with Boachuk. That would be good for Virgil. I had Virgil just slightly edging it in that fight, by the way. And we know, we probably agree that Boachuk is he's a tough fighter, man. He gave what's the guy, Mendoza, a very hard fight, obviously, and he beat Mendoza. And so I don't know. I'm not sure if maybe Madrimov, I guess you could say, would be risky, because Madrimov is, his ring IQ is probably one of the best at 154. But then again, we know that Ortiz has that dog in him, that he's going to give anybody problems at 154. And Ortiz definitely has got a good chin at 154. So yeah, there is some truth in what you're saying, that it's he's in a difficult spot as far as like who the next matchup could be. You're definitely true on that.
Yeah, Matone said predicament. Yes, he's in a peculiar predicament, because But and you said something interesting, Corpo. I'm gonna call you Al. Al, you said something interesting because you said, "Well, Munguia," but when you said that, I said, "You know what?" But Munguia, he got the big money fight. Virgil has not. You know, and one of the reasons Munguia got the big money fight is because he was still undefeated. Now I know the fans think he lost to so and so, but you know, getting by the skin of his teeth by Derevyanchenko pretty much secured a Canelo Alvarez fight, and that's Virgil too, right? Like Virgil, he can't risk fighting a Madrimov if a possibility of a Crawford fight is on the horizon. But at the same time, you can't sit and wait like a Benavidez does. And that's what's interesting about boxing, right? Is because you have these situations, and us as fans, we go, oh, no, 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 they should fight. But you got to look at it from their perspective.
Right, right. At the same time, though, you know the relationship with Oscar is trying to build that with Turkey, with that Turkey Alashik guy. So usually in these kind of scenarios, they try to connect the dots with common opponents. And I think maybe we could agree that Turkey obviously wasn't impressed with Crawford's performance against Madrimov because, you know, he tweeted that the Canelo fight was off. And it might just be that Turkey needs to continue pushing the Riyadh season agenda. So he might fall into like Oscar's plans and saying, hey, you know what, we want Madrimov for Virgil. And then, you know, Turkey might get duped into, you know, making the Crawford versus Ortiz fight. But that all depends if Crawford will accept it as well. You know, but I think Turkey is the type of guy that's, if you can control his type of ego, he'll accept what it is in the American side of boxing, you know.
Right. So you think that Oscar would want to angle Ortiz if he can't get Crawford to Madrimov in order to kind of force Crawford's hand?
Yeah, and I also get like the public's view, you know, in wanting the fight, because a lot of fans would clamor for that fight, and who knows, maybe Turkey might he might be duped into making the fight, right? Because what's next for Crawford? Also, what's next for him?
He it's up to him, right? It's all about what he wants to do, because it doesn't look like, me personally, to me, he's retired. The way he's talking, he's retired. He's already 37. I mean, it has to be hammered home that he's 37 and he's not interested. Look at the names: Virgil, Bokachuk, Madrimov, Zoo. Before Madrimov, he was talking about, you know, unifying Undisputed and all that. And then as soon as the fight was over, I only want Canelo. Like, is that the words of a dominant fighter as they claim he is?
Right. And yeah, like you're saying, as far as Crawford, he said he only wants the big money fights from here forward. And like, what else is there aside from a Canelo matchup, right? To make that type of, you know, like, let's say a minimum of 10 million. Who else is there? So yeah, there might be some truth in that he could be somewhat in a way retired, because who else can he match up against? I guess if it's in Texas, right? Because you know, an Errol Spence rematch in Texas would be huge, obviously. But you know, Virgil Ortiz also from Texas, if they can do it at what is it, the Cowboy Stadium or something like that?
Yeah, that's the other rumor that is on the horizon, is that Errol Spence and Fedora, I seen on social media, are planning a fight for January of 25 in Cowboy Stadium. Fedora Spence. So what do you think about that?
That should be a good fight. I mean, definitely, I'm more than sure a lot of people are going to turn up and support both fighters, right? Let me see. And then that's for Fedora's belts, right? What belts does Fedora have right now?
Shit, I know he had two. He had two for sure, right? Because when he beat Tim Tszyu had his belt, and then they put up another belt. Now I think he might have got stripped of that, or he dropped it. So it'll just be for one belt. I think it's somebody here will help me. I mean, it's nearly impossible to keep track off the top of your head. But I want to say WBC. I'm not too sure. But Fedora was suspended, right? I think he had a
You said he was suspended?
Suspended because of he had a busted nose or something. So he along with Tim Tszyu had a suspension.
Okay. Yeah, usually in those type of fights, there's gonna be at least like a 6 month suspension span. So I don't know when was the last fight from then to January, but that would be a good fight though. That would be a really good fight, Fundora and Spence, and then I guess the winner of that to unify with someone else, huh? I guess the winner of Tim Tszyu and what's the other guy's name?
It probably would because they Tim Tszyu works. He'll be on a PBC Prime card, which is in October. It'll be
Mhm.
their first televised, free. I guess you could say free. I mean subscription based. Tim Tszyu will be fighting Murad for the
Mhm.
IBF strap 154.
Right.
So that'll be in October, which is next month. That'll be next month. Tim Tszyu, I think it's October 19th, going for a title shot. And then, yes, it's on PBC. So Fundora and Spence, and then those two will, will probably likely face off. And we were talking about Virgil Ortiz earlier. And yeah, Virgil is actually, I think, the mandatory for Fundora.
Okay, so there's some pretty good fights coming up if everything plays out correctly. Oh, and you know what? By the
Mhm.
way, Spence needs to get out. I mean, he should have been at 154 a long time ago, man. I had recently saw the Hamza Shiraz versus that Tyler Denny cat, which obviously was a mismatch. But that Tyler Denny, this guy's fighting at 160. His physique is the exact same as Errol Spence, right? So we're talking 147 and 160. And I was thinking, man, I would actually think Spence at 154 at the very least nowadays would be a lot more competitive with anybody. And I think Errol Spence and Al Heyman, they tried to make the best out of the post car crash situation, not really disclosing particular injuries. As you might remember that Errol Spence had to bail out from the what was it, the Pacquiao fight? Forgot.
Yeah, the
Was it?
retina eye
Right.
surgery.
Yeah, and I think a lot of that stuff, they say it was from sparring, but I think that was still some residual damages from the post car crash, because even the fight that he had against Ugaz, maybe some fans might be angry with my theory, but I think Ugas also went a little light with Spence, even though Spence did beat him. But Ugas also having problems in his own personal life with stress and all that kind of stuff. I don't know. I just think that these guys should have been fighting above 147 a long time ago, and especially after a car crash, you have to move up in weight, man. That's my thing.
Absolutely. Look, it's no secret. Errol Spence was a dead man walking. I actually watched the preview leading up to it, the weigh-ins and everything, and it looked like he could barely keep his eyes open. There were rumors that he was high that night, but I mean, how long has he been? He's been a professional 12 years, and all 12 at 147. He was definitely killing himself to make that weight. But
Right.
but the question is it even gonna matter anymore? Like, I think he's done.
Yeah, and also, Frank, I had forgotten that unfortunately Errol Spence, he turned into alcohol big time in his later years. So as you know, that really really affects the athleticism, the whole regimen of being a professional athlete. That's going to affect your performance. So yeah, I think just after the car crash, man, and just maybe be involved with the wrong crowd, Errol Spence just went downhill. Because I will say, once upon a time, Errol Spence, his fundamentals were really, really good. Were really tight. His defense was more sharp. And after from the Ugas fight onward, I don't know, I just wasn't impressed. And I'd say that maybe Spence versus Crawford at 154 would have been a lot more competitive than, as you would say, the dead man walking version of Spence at 147.
Well, one of the things that happens in boxing is that they over marinate the fights. The fights take so long to get made. There was a confrontation between Errol Spence and Bud Crawford, a famous confrontation backstage, I guess, at a fight, and that was like in 2018, 2019, and it took 4 years to make that fight.
Since that altercation, huh?
It literally, I mean, this is what I talk about when I talk about these guys. they took a year and a half to make a fight, holding up a division. And that's why Virgil, if you remember, Virgil had the issues because these guys had took so long. Remember, Virgil had all the problems trying to make 147.
Right.
That was because he was trying to maintain his position to get a belt when eventually they moved up, which happened. And that's why guys like Jaron Ennis got an email belt. Brian Norman got an email belt because they were able to lay around and pick up those easy belts because Errol Spence gets beaten, and then Crawford finally relinquishes the belts after a year.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's insane how these guys are allowed to exploit the game.
Right. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. You should check out just an example as far as physiques. Check out that highlights of Hamza Shiraz versus Tyler Denny. And just look at Denny's overall physique, man. That's the exact same thing as an Errol Spence. So I mean, I guess really credit to that guy Tyler Denny for actually staying at 160. That guy doesn't even probably shed more than 6 pounds or 5 pounds, in his fight night weight. So, and as you said, exploitation. A lot of these guys are really going way and beyond to make a certain weight class, as we saw with like Devin Haney or Benavidez, and plenty other Shakur Stevenson, perhaps. These guys are easily hitting like the 20-pound, 18 plus pounds just to make the division. And so who knows how much Errol Spence had to cut to still stay at 147, but as you've seen, his walk around weight is obviously a lot different than
he
his
ballooned.
fight week.
Yeah, he ballooned, and as you said, drinking. He probably was doing a little bit more than drinking, maybe sipping scissor, as they do down south. But look, it's just he was good at one time. I just saw he had really big shoulders, big frame, and his style was to essentially bully people, kind of walk them down and punish them to the body. But after you lose those advantages, then what do you have left? But who knows though? Maybe who knows how he looks at 154? I mean, what if he beats Fundora? We might get Bud Crawford, Errol Spence Part 2.
Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah, but I think I agree with you. I think it's going to be a very tough battle if that fight does happen, right? The Spence Fundora, because at this rate, I would actually bet that Fundora stops Spence, man. It's just way too big, and Fundora on the inside, his uppercuts are pretty mean, man. So Spence definitely got to watch out for that type of fight. And who knows how it's going to catapult Fundora's value, right? Should he beat Spence in good fashion too?
Shoot, if Fundora beats Errol Spence, then that's probably a new Mexican star. He's definitely because you got to remember with Errol Spence was supposed to be the second coming for American fighters, right? Olympian, undefeated. He was supposed to essentially be almost a Mayweather, not the style, but being African American and putting on for African Americans. I mean that's pretty much his base. Mm-hmm. And he was go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say, by the way, should Fundora beat Spence? Is Crawford in that ranking, in that organization?
He wasn't, but he was automatically put there like last month, and people were making a stink about it. Yeah, I think we have a new panelist. You can jump in anytime.
Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah.
What's up, bro?
What's up?
What y'all thinking about?
We're just talking. Whatever you want. We were talking about Errol Spence possibly fighting Fundora.
He'll get destroyed by Fundora, bro. That'd be a terrible fight for him.
Okay. I think we're all saying that, but which makes me look. Fundora's not all that though. I'm just speaking real talk. Fundora's not all that either. No, I know, but I'm saying we're acting like Fundora's a beast, and we forget he got slept. The fight previously.
Mendoza got some power, and I don't think Spence is gonna bring anything like that to the ring.
Oh, who's this, man?
Big say so, bro.
Come on, y'all fucking with me. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I want to
shit.
say though that Mendoza though that two piece that he had on Fundora was actually a pretty good combination because I think had he not landed the right hook, to finish Fundora, I think Fundora would have still been staggered at least maybe to go into a clinch. So props to Mendoza. Mendoza is definitely a very rugged fighter. He held his ground also with Tim Tszyu, but yeah, I don't know. I think Fundora's he's interesting. He's got a pretty good jab, obviously, but I like the way he fights on the inside, as he gave Lubin even a good tough fight. And as you progress in these fights. So Fundora's is still getting better. I think the experience, even with Tim Tszyu, even though Tim Tszyu had a fluke right in that one fight, that experience still makes a difference. So I can only see Fundora still getting better as time goes, and he'll probably go to 160 eventually rather soon. I actually want to see Fundora versus that Hamza Shiraz. I did a video on that because I actually like the aesthetics of these very tall, lanky guys, and I think Fundora would actually give Shiraz a pretty good fight, and have that in the UK. That would be good for Fundora to build himself up a bit more,
No doubt. Fundora's with PBC, so a lot of those, I don't think PBC right now is in position. They're letting, well, I think they have worked with Turkey Ali, but I don't think they let Fundora do that. But you never know. Salute Boxing Kangaroo Carl. Jump in anytime.
What's going on, bro? What's going on, fellas?
Shit, man, just cooking some boxing.
So,
Talking
bro.
about if what you think about Fundora, Errol Spence. That's the rumor. 2025 Cowboy Stadium.
Yeah, I think Fundora beats him. I think Fundora's tightened up. He's got his fundamentals. That jab he had versus Tim Tszyu was fucking unbelievable. If he can stick to that game plan, man, he's going to be trouble. But
Yeah.
my boy's going to get his get back without his windscreen wipers on.
Hey, what's up, Carl, man? It's been a while.
No way, mate.
Yeah, man.
So
Yeah,
everybody's writing off Errol Spence. We just writing off Errol Spence.
It's a bad fight for him.
Well, American fighters need tune-ups, bro. I've never heard of it, but he's going to need a tune-up. He can't come from bum destroying him back to that.
Mhm.
Back to Fundora. He's going to get fucked up.
No, I agree. It's just crazy that this guy was considered. I think he's still is he still considered pound for pound? I swear they just still had.
I never fucking thought he was, bro. I never thought he was. That whole shit with two guys in the same weight class, both being on the pound for pound list, has always been bunk as fuck. There's no reason him and Crawford should have been on the pound for pound list when they're at 147. And yeah, he's never done anything pound for pound worthy, bro. He's never left his weight class. He's actually coming to his original weight class now at 154. He used to fight at 154. He came down to have an advantage, and that was his whole thing. He was bigger than his opponents, and he busted them down. So
Yep.
yeah, he's gonna lose it at 154. So he's like, I don't know, but he didn't do no pound for pound shit, bro. He should never been on the list.
Yeah, they were definitely glazing him. All these guys, the Tug Media, definitely had a boner.
Well, but they want him to beat him marathon, like you're saying, bro.
Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna say it. You know
what?
what?
Weird. He had some friends. He was friends with the owner of the Dallas Cowboys, right?
Is he? I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, he liked them. You know what I'm saying? Who knows? He probably had him on
Yeah.
some. What's that shit? Was that movie
You're kind of
where
breaking up, homie.
they're trying to take the black people's bodies?
You're kind of breaking up. I can't. I kind of didn't catch the last part. Yeah. What do you guys did? Was Errol Spence a pound for pound fighter? Do you guys think he was?
Oh, I think so. I think you got to beat pound for pound to become pound for pound. I think you got to beat a pound for pound fighter to become pound for pound, or you've got to move. You've got to beat champion after champion after champion, and Ugas. Yeah, I don't know. He was pound for pound in my eyes anyway. Had he become undisputed? No doubt. But fucked up those game plans.
I think if Errol Spence I was gonna say that when Errol Spence beat Kell Brook in the year, that version of Errol Spence, and I guess Crawford was at what 140, I think at that time, right? 140.
Yeah.
I think had Crawford moved up to fight that version of Errol Spence, it would have been a way different fight. A different time frame, obviously, but I think it would have been a lot more competitive. But even back then, Crawford was a lot thinner. Like his physique was way thinner than it was when it acclimated to 147. So, yeah, the weights, the differences in weight make a lot of difference in the resistance and the tolerance of punches. So, as we were saying earlier, I think Errol Spence should have already been at 154 a long time ago. Same way as when Kell Brook started losing unexpected. They were in bad fashion, right? When he lost to. Ever since when he lost, with Triple G, right? When Golovkin back then, I think he just kind of went downward. Or I guess even a fight with Crawford. Because I think he was even begging Crawford or some other cat for a rematch at 154. So, yeah, man, sometimes it's a big jump, even from going one division to the next. Depends on how you acclimate. But I think Errol Spence, as far as being pound for pound, I mean, maybe back in the day, maybe somewhere in the 7 or 8 rank, but at the time when he had beaten Kell Brook, in my opinion, maybe even like Mikey Garcia, but a lot of fans didn't give Spence a lot of credit in that fight, right? Because Mikey went up 2 divisions or something like that, and he was expected to lose, and that was a shutout. But Mikey Garcia has a pretty good resume himself. He's a multi-division champ, so that still was a good win on paper for Errol Spence. So maybe in that time he could have been like in the pound for pound. Maybe.
Yes,
he probably was.
Salute the brother never sobers, Carl. They dropped off. Hit the link again if you guys want to hop back on. He brought up a good point that Spence had actually fought. I think it was middleweight. He mentioned, and it's true, Errol Spence had fought at a higher weight in the Olympics, and then his goal to come in was to shrink down and basically weight bully. We call weight bully. For me, it's actually a thing. I think if you're not fighting at your natural weight, then you're a weight bully,
Right.
Some people don't believe that's a thing. I do believe it's a thing. I think people can kill themselves to get the advantage, and but when they walk around it, they're like walking around at super middleweight, and they're fighting at 147, which is wild. And I think you said earlier they're gaining 25 pounds. It's all good, homie. Yeah, when you can, hop back on. You made a really good point.
It's crazy, man. 25 pounds. Unfortunately, that's
But
how it is.
what's crazy is, okay, and this is what I'm talking about, and this is why I do it. This is literally why I do it. Is when Canelo Alvarez said, "Damn, he got crucified." Do you remember that when he said that all Benavidez brings is 25 pounds?
Yeah.
But Tank Davis recently just said it, and he was hailed as a trailblazer, right? Like, oh, look, Tank Davis is calling out El Rayo because he knows El Rayo is going to be a lot bigger than him on fight night. Tank Davis is smart for that. And those are the same people that'll criticize Canelo Alvarez for what he said about David Benavidez being a weight bully.
Mm-hmm. You know what? But check this out, Frankie.
Yeah.
There's interesting context that maybe people kind of forget, because I think what Canelo literally meant, he was trying to just throw shade at him that aside from having a belt, that's literally all David would bring is that 25 pounds. Because Caleb Smith, he did rehydrate more than 25 pounds in their fight, but he had a belt though, right? It was for unification back in the day. And I remember back in those times that the Smith brothers, and I think it was Liam Smith, he was actually boasting that he was saying that Canelo fucked up because he did. I'm sorry for saying that. He said that Canelo messed up because Canelo didn't put a rehydration clause in the Caleb Smith fight. So his little brother, or his older brother, Liam Smith, was pretty much banking that Canelo was going to have a lot of problems with Caleb Smith because of that 25-pound difference. And even once upon a time, Surdo Ramirez, man, he would blow up to like 198, 196,
right,
when he was fighting at 168. And Chavez Senior even disclosed that. So there are some truths that I think Canelo merely just said that because one, he's not getting his minimum guarantee, right? He wants at least, like, as Eddie Reynoso said, had they accepted 55 million, they would have taken that fight in a heartbeat. He literally said that. And Samson Linkowitz had taken down, saying that they did offer them 55 million. So we know that was either a lie or there's just a lot of untruths being told. But Eddie Reynoso pretty much shut that down, right? He shut that down. He said, we didn't receive no 55. We would have taken it in a heartbeat. So going back to that statement about the 25-pound difference, literally what would Benavidez offer Canelo? There's no belt. And as maybe you've said it many times and others have said it, but Benavidez never did the protocol to have the WBC mandate, the fight. So I think it's all simple for Canelo's point of view, right? Because that guy's busy. He's got a schedule 2 fights a year. He wanted the Bivol rematch, and most likely we'll get a badass fight in the winner of Bivol. I honestly believe so, And I'm gonna say this out now. Don't be surprised if he does fight Beterbiev, if they come to an agreement with a catch weight. It might happen. I hope not, but it might, right? I mean, if
what will happen? David and Canelo at a catch weight?
No. If the winner of Bivol versus Beterbiev, let's assume that Beterbiev does beat Bivol.
Oh, okay.
And now everybody like a small theme might pop up that it could be Canelo for the undisputed belts at 175. I'm saying there might be a chance that they could ask for a catch weight or an agreement. But should Beterbiev accept that? Would he accept that? Who knows? Maybe I'm being devil's advocate here, but that Andre Ward had, Chad Dawson come down from 175. He was also undisputed, right, at 175, but he made him come down to 168. So in my point of view, the question is, would it be bad if Canelo wanted a catch weight with Beterbiev for the 175 undisputed belt? I think that might be a new theme in the future, and I hope that's not the case. I don't want to bring bad luck on that type of theme, but yeah, I think it's going to be an interesting year in 2025, man. The winner of Bivol, Beterbiev.
Would Canelo be wrong for a catch weight with Beterbiev? No, he's a smaller man. And where is Beterbiev going to get a payday like that in his life? I think he would chop off his own arm to get that fight. Dude, people don't realize what people will do for a Canelo Alvarez fight. It's like you or I winning the lottery, right?
Or what, Frankie?
Yeah,
you're right. Let me say this actually. So there was some truth that Canelo did have a stipulation with the Kovalev bout, even though I still think Canelo would have still beaten Kovalev regardless. But it's documented that at 175, and as you said, Canelo's the smaller guy, so why not? Yeah, he's the A side. He can have stipulations, right? Floyd had stipulations. A lot of guys had stipulations, even Pacquiao, right? So I think if Canelo, let's say there wasn't a catch weight, let's say they did at 175 against Beterbiev, I don't think it'd be a bad thing if they had a rehydration clause in that fight too. I think he deserves it. I mean, he's put in all the work, and I don't think Beterbiev's team would even complain about that, to be honest. Maybe. I don't know, Frankie, but there's some things to look at in the future as far as what's going to go down for Undisputed at 175.
Look, as a fan, you have to want it. Look, I know people in the chat are like, no, it doesn't. I don't like it. But look, man, from Beterbiev's perspective, he'll chop off a hand if it'll mean that he can make the weight and the hydration to get that fight. These guys fight for the biggest payday possible. Of course, Beterbiev is gonna do it. There's no doubt. Unless he feels he's too old. But everybody within 160 to from 175, you're aiming for Canelo Alvarez, and you'll do whatever it takes to get that fight. Now I know. I mean, I'm not hating if you don't like that or you don't think it's fair or it's not really undisputed. But from a fighter's perspective, that's what they're praying for. They're sitting. Right. Isn't that what Berlanga said? He's man, I was praying for Canelo. he was literally on his bedside. Imagine, when before you go to bed, you pray and you go, please, man upstairs, can you allow Canelo to think of me?
That's funny,
right? They're praying to a Canelo statue. That's what he's boxing right now.
And Berlanga just recently tweeted, even though he did say it on video or some recording. I'm sure you heard the recording of Berlanga talking to Eddie Hearn, that saying, he could easily go to like 20, that he's a solid 205 in the ring on fight night in previous fights, not the Canelo fight in particular, even though they said he's like 192 or 193. But recently, Berlanga had said that he would like an opportunity to fight Anthony Joshua because he can do 210 on fight night. So I guess I'm just bringing that up because if Berlanga is really telling the truth, then it puts a lot of pressure on guys like Benavidez or any other guy that's now going at 175, when in reality they could be fighting at cruiser, right? Look at Surdo Ramirez. He's a champion at cruiser, and he was fighting at 168, right? It's no different than
Yep.
Benavidez. So it puts a lot of it's interesting that these things are happening. I don't know what you would call it, but it's funny that Berlanga is at least being honest, or I don't know how you would call it, but he's open to fighting anywhere above 168 is my point. And that, in my opinion, that puts pressure on guys like Benavidez, who knows how heavy he was when he fought against Bosdick. Probably, let's say 205 or 200 also. But yeah, we'll see, man. And you know what? They even said that Turkey Al-Sheikh, I think Opataya had said that Turkey had wanted him to fight Benavidez, or I think Turkey had tweeted that you should fight Opataya, and Benavidez didn't want that,
Yep.
or he didn't respond to that. So as you can see, there's some truths going on that some fights can happen. You just fans gotta get out of their comfort zone and think more objectively that some fights could happen, right? Because I
Yeah.
think Benavidez could easily fight at cruiser. He could fight for Surdo Ramirez for a belt if he really wanted to. So, fans shouldn't really complain that Benavidez can't get this fight at 168 or vice versa. You just got to build your own lane, and you got to want other fights other than a Canelo Alvarez fight. That goes for anybody.
No, and that it only makes sense. Look, there's only one Canelo Alvarez. Where he fights on May 5th, September 16th. You have a whole calendar year. That's the simple reality. All these guys, no matter about promoter network, who wants to fight you, who doesn't. It's up to you to solidify yourself, move up the rankings, place yourself in a position where you become the name and the star. People act like they can't do it, but there's plenty of examples. Like we were talking about earlier, I think El Rayo. Like El Rayo's in a position now that Tank Davis is looking at him, and that's all you got to do. You got to go out there and pick the best possible opponent. Like we're talking about Virgil Ortiz. He got Bokachuk. He didn't need to fight Bokachuk, but that was the best possible opponent that the fans like us, you and I, will be like, okay, he's solidified. They call it bona fide. He's solidified and bona fide. And we don't see Benavidez doing that type of work. And I'm a fan of Benavidez. I bought Caleb Plant. I didn't purchase Andrade because I already knew Andrade wasn't going to put up a fight, and he ended up quitting. But David, he's fighting one time a year. He's literally fought one time this year. How are you supposed to get any press, any momentum fighting one time a year?
Right. And a lot of fans, it could be those that are against Benavidez or the fans that are for Benavidez, but there's been a similar theme that a lot of fans are saying that he should have a better management team or a better, I don't know, maybe just a team in general, as you're saying, to better boost his hype, right? Out in the boxing scene, he's got to be more active. He's got to fight more guys to make a name for himself. So that just might be some, I guess, some burdens on Team Benavidez, that they can't get the fights aside from Canelo, right? They can't get better fights to better build themselves for mega fights. Because hopefully, the Benavidez versus Canelo fight is still going to be a mega fight down the road. But unfortunately, as the months go by, it's getting quieter and quieter. I don't know if you've noticed that. Like as we're moving in a different season,
Right.
Like right now, my energy is like, man, I'm curious what's going to happen after the undisputed bout at 175. Is there going to be a rematch between them two? Is someone going to retire? And vice versa. And as you know, right now with Canelo, his choices at 168 are getting very slim. And knowing Canelo's career, going from, let's say, Golovkin and then being undisputed at 168, having fought at 175 twice, they might actually go to 175 for the winner. So, yeah, so that type of vibe, that energy, I think the Canelo versus Benavidez fight is kind of dying out in these couple months right now. And who knows how it's going to go here forward.
Well, in my opinion, it's already dead in the water. I think after David's last performance, it was over. Like, his performance was so subpar, it didn't do anything for the fans, that I think people even start clamoring for it. Now here, of course, us on the YouTube, I know you said you've been on panels and you talk boxing, and you're gonna hear it here. And I don't know if you're on X. Are you on X, Al? Twitter?
No.
Well, you should.
I need to
Yeah,
learn.
yeah. Get
I
on
gotta learn
X. Get on Instagram. Everybody in the chat, man. Get on X. Get on Instagram. You get a better picture of the boxing world and kind of some of the floating opinions and everything. And yeah, David's stock, went very low. It's at an all-time low right now, because nobody believes that he's gonna fight the winner of Bivol. No,
Right.
because his allegiance to PBC. I'm telling you, he won't. He's not gonna be able to fight them because he's aligned with PBC and Al Heyman, and I highly doubt Al Heyman will go risk one of his cash cows or his pieces on the chessboard to go fight on the zone on a turkey card.
Right. Yeah, I never thought about it that way. Or you know what though, Frankie? It could happen. For example, let's say if Benavidez were to lose, Benavidez were to lose to either of those guys, Bivol or Benavidez, they could still make the Benavidez versus Canelo fight regardless. Al could still make that fight. So they would still make money regardless. But yeah, there's probably going to be conflicts in the zone versus the Amazon Prime. Yeah, so there's some truth in what you're saying.
Why'd you throw me on? He said better. Did I say better beat off? These guys are hilarious, man. They fuck me up. Did I say that, Al? Did I say better beat off?
I don't know. I don't remember.
These guys are funny, man. Yeah, no, but David Stock, people have forgotten about him. That's what I'm saying, man. You gotta keep fighting. You gotta fight at least 3 to 4 times a year when you're in this predicament, when you're in this realm that David and Virgil Ortiz, when you haven't made it yet. You're a name, but you're not able to dictate anything. I try to put my manager cap on, I try to put my promoter cap on, because I think that's kind of how you gotta think, especially if you're Benavidez. The fans they released, I think they put a filler out about Jesse Hart, and he knows he's getting lambasted in the media and social media, because that's why he I think he said if Morrell wants it. That's what he put out on Instagram. I seen on the Boxing News. If you go to Boxing News, that's where I go to get a lot of updates. I don't know if you guys know about Boxing News. Well, just put in your search, right? Boxing News.
On YouTube or on Google?
No, Google. Why use the Duck app? The Duck search? Yeah, man, don't use Google or Chrome or anything like that. I use the Duck app or something like that. And it's Boxing News.
Does it use like AI or something like that to
No.
search?
DuckDuckGo. Yeah, it's DuckDuckGo. It's a search engine. It's the best search engine right now. Yeah, we're all on it. Like, fuck that, dude. Fuck Google, man. They try to they always give you some shitty shit you don't want. Like, man, I'm tired of them. Tired of it. Yeah, DuckDuckGo is the shit, man. But Boxing News 24/7. You never heard of DuckDuckGo? It's Boxing News 24/7. There's Boxing Scene. There's ESPN Boxing.
It's exclusively boxing, though?
It's exclusively boxing, and I think it's fan-driven. It's fan-driven. You could put articles up on there. I think anybody can submit an article. No, yeah. Okay. Yeah. It's not like Boxing Scene is pretty journalist. It's controlled by journalists, like, actual journalists that get paid to write. They go and write articles. There was actually an expose on boxing about Turkey. and how he's trying to buy Ring Magazine, how he gave millions to the WBC and WBA, I think, trying to control things already. But Boxing News 24/7 is where they have articles. You know, people are submitting articles. So
that's cool, man. I mean, I'm probably gonna hit that up then, because I remember Boxing Scene, and then Boxing Scene is owned by Pro Box TV. But Boxing Scene used to be like the main platform that I remember that had, like, you know, known industry writers, and I don't know about the fan base nowadays there, but there were a lot of fans on boxingscene.com. But I'll definitely check that out in Boxing News 24.
Yeah, Boxing News 24. You know, there's not many places to find boxing news, but Instagram is kind of like another source where you'll get updates, and X. But yeah, David put out because that's how the news is, right? David Benavidez releases an Instagram post, like, oh shit, a post, like, this is where we're at.
Gotcha.
This is where we're at in boxing when we are salivating or getting excited about a post. But it says sans that basically Benavidez salute puro sur, hit the link, hit the like. You guys hit the like, please, man. We're growing, but we gotta make the likes match. Make the likes match, man.
Yeah, I was just on with Puro Sur on another panel, because I also try to join panels that speak just Spanish exclusively, because I'm trying to improve my Spanish. Which, by the way, if you can, Frankie, I recommend you do that also. It's just it only benefits you in the long run, professionally and culturally, but it's also good to get a mix up on that. So yeah, I mean, I'll definitely check out that site. That sounds very intriguing. Sounds like something I should be doing, as I'm trying
Blaze
to build
being a
my own
hater
channel
as usual. Blaze says it's just fanboy posts. It is, you know what, Blaze, it is, but I like it. It's what we talk about. You know, David Benavidez post, Shakur Stevenson tweets. You know, Canelo Alvarez drunk at a party. It's like, okay, it's like TMZ. It's like the TMZ of fucking boxing news. Is that so wrong? You know, that's where I think they released Devin Haney fighting at the fair. Did you see that, Al?
No.
He lost the fight at the fair.
Oh, I think there was a video like that on Loop or something like that. Like, that was like what, 2 months ago or a month ago?
Like a month ago.
Okay. It's like some sort of street beef.
Yeah, he beat up. He was like putting hands on some poor Mexican kid at a fair, Orange County Fair. Salute Puro Sur if it's the real one. You know, I keep getting D-bombed.
What up?
Salute.
What up?
Salute.
What up?
Yo.
Yo, can you hear me?
It was
loud
good.
and clear.
Cool. What up, El Cuerpo? What's going on?
Is this Puro Sur? The Spanish Puro Sur?
The one and only, homie.
Wasn't that the guy you were just talking shit about, Al? Weren't you just talking shit about this guy? I'm just fucking with you.
Everybody does, bro.
It's interesting, because I'm so used to hearing it in Spanish, but if Puro Sur knows where I'm getting at, because I only speak Spanish on the other panel, so it's something new. So at least now I know your English tone, Puro.
Yeah.
And now you know mine too.
Yeah. No, I've heard you speak English before. I mean, we spoke English. We're on Kopi's panel and shit, you know.
Oh, okay. I forget, Ben. I'm sorry. I get so indulged in it.
All good, man. Yeah, man. What y'all talking about?
What were we just talking about? We were actually talking about Benavidez Canelo, man. That it's dead. It's dead in the water, and David's tweeting about fighting David Morrell. Is it real? Is it fake? I think it's fake. I think it's fake, but
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
I mean, like, I could give up on David a long time ago, bro. I mean, like, if he fucking ever finds his nuts and, you know, tries to actually fight somebody, and, you know, I'll support him, bro. You know, but yeah, man, this guy's all about the money, bro. It is what it is.
Yeah, and like he said, what Frankie was saying, a lot of fans kind of weren't impressed. I myself, but you know, I give guys benefit of the doubt changing the divisions. But his fight against Vosdick, he just gassed out, man, after the 6 rounds. And that should be an interesting measure You know, should Benavidez fight somebody more elite at 175? How that's going to turn out, right? So, but you know, whatever. He was trying to acclimate now at 175, even though he's already been a 175 and crucero, right, for a while. So we'll see what happens. Same thing with David Morrell. You know, I don't think he had a good fight with Hot Rod. Even like the commentators, like, damn, because I think Hot Rod was making a miss a lot of times, man.
Yeah.
And it's just, it puts a whole different perspective on what these guys were doing at 168, right?
Yeah, I was at that fight, bro. Motherfuckers were falling asleep, bro. I was falling asleep.
Yeah, that fight was during the day, if I recall.
It was, bro. It's like, dude, it's like, I was like,
Yeah, it was like 9 hours before the main event.
yeah, man. That's why fucking when they
Holy
robbed Pitbull,
shit,
bro, I
man.
left, bro. I was like, fuck this shit.
Oh shit, you didn't stay for the concert?
Nah, bro, because I
man.
knew one, I like fucking, I was looking for an excuse because I knew the concert was coming up, and then the fucking fight. I knew it was gonna be still like maybe a few hours to the main event, and I wanted to watch it, bro. But fuck, I was gonna wait for that concert. I was like, fuck it. And then they robbed Pitbull too. I was like, fuck this shit, I'm gone.
Damn, bro. You lost before Madrimov. Well, you didn't miss nothing, right? Madrimov.
No, I saw the fight. My wife was already in the neighborhood. She scooped me up and shit. Went straight home. Hopped on the homie Mad Chads, and I watched the fight with them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Oh, nice.
it was a good fight. I thought it was a good fight.
But Morrell, you know, he looked like a beast at 168. I mean, he
did.
literally
Oh,
looked like.
but
a
look who
monster.
was fighting though, Frank. Like he was fighting.
Yeah.
Frank,
But he did put that one dude in the ER, right? Like he almost killed dude.
Yeah, I think that was his best opponent, bro. To be honest.
That he was like a Russian. He was like a tough Russian guy.
Yeah. I think it was Canelo's sparring partner.
The guy that Morrell hurt and put in the hospital.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, look, he looked like a beast at 168. He really looked like the real deal. Like he really could be a threat to Canelo. And then the way he looked against that, what was that, Raznak or something like that?
Yeah, Hot Rod.
Yeah,
It's
Hot
called
Rod.
Hot Rod.
Hot Rod.
He looked-
I forgot what his name.
I mean, he looked decent. I mean, he didn't look bad.
I mean, he won the fight, but it was just like, it was just not a good performance.
Yeah, and the thing is that Hot Rod had beaten Sullivan Barrera, which is another Cuban compatriot, you know, to Morrell. So you would imagine that Morrell, I guess he was trying to take more risks, man. When every time he was, you know, throwing that overhand, Hot Rod was just making a miss. So yeah, I just found it interesting. I think Morrell maybe just needs to repolish some of that offense, or who knows, maybe Hot Rod is actually that good, you know. He's like one of those fringe contenders that you just got to watch out for.
Yeah, he gave Bitterbeef all he could handle.
Well, for Robert Lasted, right? Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, no, he's a good fighter. Hot Rod, you know, it just wasn't a fucking. It wasn't a good fight, you know. It's like for a casual fan, here for a hardcore, it just wasn't a good fight.
Yeah, the first 6 rounds he was doing his little dancing, and wasn't he like samba dancing and shit, talking to the crowd?
I don't know what he was doing, bro. But to Morrell's credit, the guy was fighting real negative too. You know, like he didn't like pick it up to like if you even call it what he did picking it up. You know, it was just it was just a bad fight.
And also, you know, Hot Rod's got a pretty good chin. I mean, some of the shots that he took from Morrell, he's got. So that should say a lot about Beterbiev, man. Beterbiev's gonna be a hard fight for Bivol. It's gonna be a very hard fight, in my opinion. You know, I think maybe Bivol's gonna go into waters where he's never been before, when he's taking shots to the body. You know, that al cuerpo style.
Versus Beterbiev, you mean?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like Canelo was fucking like moving, like literally like pushing him around the ring and shit. Motherfucker was like, you know, on the back foot the whole fucking fight. You know, what's Beterbiev gonna do? It's like fucking actually his size.
Yeah. I just see the shots dinking off Beterbiev. From just seeing all his fights throughout his career, I don't think Bivol's really, he doesn't really sit on his punches, man. He's just more explosive combinations, but they're not really like thudding shots that, you know, I don't think it's gonna do much to Beterbiev. That's just my call right now on how I see it. So we'll see.
That makes sense. I mean, like, well, Bivol, his style is to outpoint. You know, he's not in there to try to fucking to hurt you, take it to you, bro. You know, like even his fight versus Zurdo, like he literally hit Zurdo with everything in the bank, bro. It's like Zurdo was just like smiling at him.
Yeah. Yeah, I forgot about that fight. You're right. That's totally right.
Yeah, Zurdo didn't do anything that fight.
Nah, he laid an egg, bro. And Bivol was avoiding him for like 3 fights in a row, bro. Like it was mandatory 3 times. he petitioned for the fight and everything, and they kept giving him like little step asides or whatever. And he finally got the fight, and he fucking laid an egg.
You're right. He definitely laid an egg. I mean, it was just
not competitive, man.
Disgusting. I was like, man, don't ever show me a Zurdo Ramirez fight again. Literally,
yeah, it is what it is, bro. I mean, I thought he was gonna do like really well because like he beat Glassov when like Glassov was like undefeated and shit, bro. He beat some good fighters, like the guy that they're saying Benavidez might fight. What's his name? Jesse Hart. Jesse Hart, like literally, like he outboxed Jesse Hart. Those are two really close fights. So like he has boxing ability, bro, but he didn't show at that fight. I don't know.
Yeah, and if Bivol loses to Beterbiev, and let's say Bivol doesn't even want that fight anymore, like let's say he doesn't want to fight, would you guys? I mean, if you're in Bivol's shoes, wouldn't you want to fight for Zurdo's belt at cruiser? If supposedly the fight was that easy, right? Wouldn't you want to fight Bivol? I mean, Zurdo for his cruiserweight belt, so that way Bivol can at least make more for his resume, right? Be a two division champion. That's how I see things. It's kind of like when if Floyd, he said, beating Canelo was so easy. Well, then why didn't Floyd at least ask for a catchweight when Canelo was champion at 160? He could have demanded 155 if he wanted to, but he didn't do it. So sometimes when fighters don't do that, I get a bit skeptic on what they're really saying, out in the depths of the public. As you remember, Floyd said that Triple G was easy work also, but he never bothered with a catchweight for the middleweight belt. So we'll see if Bivol's down to get that rematch with Zurdo for the cruiserweight belt, because he too could ask for a catchweight, maybe, right? Yeah. I mean, don't you guys find that weird that Zurdo is now a champion in the same realm as Opetaya, And the way he sits on his punches, on his body shots, are actually a lot stronger than what I've seen at 168 or 175. So it's always interesting, man, what these fighters can do when they're moving up in weight, or just how they handle weight in general. Because Zurdo's a big ass dude, man. He's probably like 210 or 210, 205 on fight night at Crucero, at Cruiser. So.
Yeah, he's a big dude. I don't know how he made 168, bro. I mean, a lot of these guys are like really big dudes. That's why they can go up there and it's like, they can fight there, no problem.
Yeah, well, that's why Chavez was saying that Zurdo, when he was fighting at 168, that he was like 196, 198 on fight night. Same thing with Callum Smith,
Yeah, some big dudes, man. Really big dudes.
Yeah, some big guys.
Yeah. But I'm not surprised Zurdo's a champion at cruiser. I mean, like if you take away the Bivol fight, he's a really good fighter.
But as you're saying, I mean, it might be that.
What happened,
Who
everybody?
knows? Maybe Zurdo was drained at even at the 168 to 175.
Yeah,
it might
possibly.
be. It might be.
Possibly. I don't know. You'd have to ask him. That's what I always say. You have to ask the fighters, bro.
Yeah, definitely, we got to do that.
And they'll give you the same old spiel. It just was my night,
or something like that.
What happened, brother? What you say, friend?
I think it dropped off for a second.
No, he's right there.
Okay.
Oh no, I think he's talking to somebody else. Yeah.
No, you guys hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Zurdo Ramirez, he was lacking discipline, or something was happening with Oscar De La Hoya and his company or something like that, and then but he's scheduled to fight in November, I believe, on a big card.
I don't buy the undisciplined talk, to be honest.
Huh?
I don't buy the undisciplined talk.
Oh, you don't.
I don't buy it. I mean, I could be wrong. I don't know the guy, but I don't know. He's never. I don't. It doesn't seem. I never really seen him undisciplined. It's like, I know he's like always been a big dude, but he's made weight and shit like that. He's never really blown away.
Oh, I thought he did last year though. They had to cancel the fight.
Oh yeah, but that was like his only time though. Like,
okay, yeah.
That I know of. I mean, that for me, it's like one time. I'm not gonna call you undisciplined. Like.
Okay.
If you're like Shakur, it's like literally like fucking blowing weight and fucking don't even give a fucking
without even trying. Correct.
Yeah,
correct.
Exactly. And nobody says shit.
I always found it funny when it was either DAZN or Golden Boy Promotions. They were always putting Zurdo and Scrappy Ramirez together. I always thought, I was like, what are they doing? They always had one tall guy with Enano. Remember, they would always do that. They put them together. It's just awkward.
Right. Fucking
and
juxtaposition and shit. Yeah, and that's another thing, bro. Zurdo's coach, he sucks, bro.
That Chinese sucks. Guy?
The Asian Chinese. He fucking sucks. Yeah, I do remember that, Johnny. Yeah, for sure.
Wait a minute, Zurdo's coach?
Yeah, Sudo's coach is fucking trash. He's Cepeda's
I
coach
thought it
too,
was,
bro.
I
Sean
thought it
Cepeda.
was Malik Scott.
I mean, he came in to help him out for the Joe Smith fight, but I don't know if it's like his official coach. I think he's just friends with the coach.
Ah,
Yeah, tell us, Sergeant Chua sucks, bro. Gosh, bro. Yeah, I don't know why like Sean Cepeda never left that motherfucker, but it is what it is.
yeah.
Where does he train? Like in Venice or something like that?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
He's also Regis Prograis.
Yeah, Regis Prograis, like, bro, I'm telling you, all these fucking
What does he do? Like pool noodles or something like that?
no. To be honest, I don't know, bro. But it's just like, you know, when at like everyone that you just mentioned, Sean Cepeda, Regis, Zurdo, when the rubber hit the road and they were like you know, like fucking facing like the toughest task, he just went up to the task.
You know what I did? I think I do remember him telling Zurdo he was winning. I want to say he was
Against
actually
who?
huh?
Against who?
Against Bivol.
Oh Jesus!
He was telling him he was winning. It was amazing. I was like, wow.
Enough said.
You know.
Bro. Enough said.
Yeah, maybe he's one of those like positive coach guys. Like, you know, he's just gonna be positive all the way through. Like, don't put any negativity in his ear. But yeah, I've heard that guy before, and you guys don't like him. Chua.
I just don't think. I mean, I don't get nothing against him. I just don't think he's a very good coach.
No. I mean, look, man, like that's how you determine, right?
Chua,
Like,
that's the small guy, right? The small
Yeah,
coach.
Julian Chua, I believe.
I see. Okay.
yeah,
I thought-
yeah.
Fucking Zepeda's coach sucks to me too, bro. To be honest, bro.
Which Zepeda? Williams?
Williams, yeah, Williams is just that good, but yeah, Williams Zepeda, man.
Isn't his
Panda?
the coach?
Panda?
Yeah, isn't he the coach of Matias too?
Yeah, I don't think he's a very good coach. I ain't gonna lie.
And Matias is coming back. Panda.
Yeah, Coach Panda.
Damn, you gotta be extremely hardcore if you know the fucking coaches.
Yeah, bro, fucking that's. I think that's what we all are, right? All we do is talk.
But, yeah,
boxing
but
shit.
sometimes like, damn, I mean, you guys know more than me. Like, I mean, when you say the name, yeah, but did you guys see that the lady coach, Alan Garcia?
Oh yeah. I don't even know who that is. Dude.
I think
I don't
she's
know
out
that
of
is.
East LA. I think. What was Gloria something?
Hola, Pachuca. Oh shit, you're right, Sergeant. Oh, that's gonna be a great fight, bro. Golaz has been fucking like it sucks that he doesn't have the championship no more, but he's earned himself a fucking title shot for the longest, man. Yeah, Sergeant. Right.
Golazas.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Golaz Valenzuela. Yeah.
He's fighting Matias.
Yeah, he's a good fighter, man. Yeah.
And
Oh, Matias left Panda. All right, good for Matias. Yeah.
And that's what every fighter does, right? When they lose, the first thing they do is fire their coach.
Shit, not Zurdo.
And
not Regis.
Who is Errol Spence's coach now?
I don't know. He hasn't fought.
He
since-
hasn't announced it.
Yeah,
Who
he
his
hasn't announced
coach is?
it. He hasn't announced a fight. I don't know what's going on. They're saying Fedora.
Fundora. Yeah, that we were talking about it earlier. I don't know if you were listening or you came in, but that talking about coaches, I was reminded of who Errol Spence's new trainer is. You know, having left Rick James.
Eric James.
And yeah, and just
Hola, Pachuco.
fucking up his name on purpose.
Rick James, bitch.
Hey, would you guys would you prefer Cameron Cepeda to get some rounds in with Tevin Farmer, or would you just bank with the KO if early? You know, because for me, I think Cepeda needs more rounds, particularly with a southpaw, right? Also to prep up for a guy like Shakur, maybe 2 more fights. But I want Cameron Cepeda. You know, he's a late bloomer in boxing. I think he was like a pro at 18 or 19 years old. But I think like right now, when I say that Cameron has a very hard chance, I mean, I don't think he's gonna beat Shakur, in my opinion.
What?
Right now, at least.
You're off
No,
the
right
panel
now. I think he needs
Shakur
at least 2
sucks,
more
bruh,
fights.
but I mean, he's protected, so who knows?
Yeah.
No, go ahead, man.
But-
I was just messing around.
My bad, yeah, my bad.
No, I'm saying like at least 2 or 3 more fights. So even after the Tevin Farmer fight, maybe 1 more and then Shakur.
No, they're going
Because-
to Shakur right in February.
Really?
I hear what you're
So
saying.
That's the plan.
That's
then.
what I hear. Yeah.
I hear what you're
Does he-
saying.
Yeah. I just think Shakur, man. I think he's gonna play it safe yet again. You know, when who was the last guy he fought? That Artem guy? He fought Artem,
Yep.
right? This well, he like obviously because of that type of opponent, he did more risk, obviously, instead of with more of the
Did?
defensive fling in his previous fights. I just think when he's gonna fight a guy like Cameron Cepeda, he's gonna be very cautious, and it's gonna be very hard for Cepeda to outpoint a guy like Shakur, in my opinion. So I think I like the footage against Munguia versus Banzignan. I want to see that type of Cepeda with that type of output, going to the body and utilizing the jab as much as possible. If anything, to win the side of the judges, and just that overall, I guess, experience factor, man. But I guess what I'm alluding to is I want Cameron to win. I want his hand raised against Shakur, but it's not gonna be an easy fight, man.
He needs to knock him out.
Yeah, there you go.
If he doesn't knock him out, they're not gonna give him the decision, man.
Yeah, we look, man. We know what it is, right? I mean, at least here, I'm gonna say, look, it's a slick African American, right? And they're gonna say he's applying the sweet science, and we have
slick. But go ahead.
Come forward, Mexican, right? Flat-footed Mexican. Just the tropes, right? Just with how people are gonna talk about it. and yeah, he'll be able to stink the joint out and get the fight. Like as I'm saying, man, we know this. I think a lot of us here, that's how we look at the fight. But what you think it could be a snoozer? Like, could you imagine it goes in there and he just 12-0s Zepeda?
I mean, I can't see him 12-0ing Zepeda, to be honest, just because the fucking cliche styles, big fights and shit, every fucking casual fan uses. But no, it's gonna be a stinker. To be honest, that's what he's done with every real opponent. Even his biggest win was a stinker. Like the Valdez fight was not a fucking like pleasing to the eye type fight.
Yeah, the last 2 rounds he was like running around. That's when I really noticed that he wasn't who they're making him out to be.
Yeah. No, he's to me, he's nothing what they make him out to be. He can't box. Like all the shit that they say that he does fucking well. I'm like, well, what are you guys seeing, bro? Like literally, this guy doesn't even try to punish his opponent. Like literally, the Valdez fight, all he did was literally I don't know how to describe it, but punch in a way where he kind of throws the guy off balance and then just moves out the way. If that makes any sense.
No, I hear what you're saying.
He did that with Joel Gonzalez, bro. Literally, bro.
Well, that's what happened with Canelos, right? He kept throwing him over his hip.
Yep.
Oh yeah, it's all good, Al. Well, that's why you got to get a burner, man. Get a burner phone.
Use a computer. That's what I do, bro.
Huh?
I said I use the computer.
Yeah, or plug in your PC. Can you do it on a tablet? Can you?
Yeah,
you can do StreamYard on a tablet, right?
Yeah, it's the same as a phone.
Yeah.
Huh? Just a big phone.
Yeah, I have my burner, and that's what I do to get on StreamYard sometimes.
I call my phone a phablet. This shit folds and shit.
Your phone is a tablet?
Yeah. It's called the Fold, the Z Fold 4 or whatever. This shit is big when you open it.
Oh yeah. It's the Fold.
Yeah,
man, that's the boss ballin' phone.
Yeah, I liked it when I saw
it.
It
$3
grand?
grand?
I want to get this one.
I
don't know, bro. I pay the payments and I just get a brand new one when.
Oh, okay. Yeah. They offer you the. Yeah, I'm still using a 3-year-old phone.
I
got the flip phone.
Flip phone.
Yeah. I got a flip phone, homie. So yeah, Zepeda. Look, man. Dude, what's he gonna be, like a 3-1, 4-1 underdog?
Nah. I think it'll be closer. Maybe like 2-1, 2.5 to 1.
You think it'll be actually closer?
Yeah. I do. Just because he's not with Top Rank no more. Like literally, that's who was protecting him the most was Top Rank. They protect all their fighters.
That's what's crazy too. Is because watching the fight, you already know Zepeda could be landing good punches, but I really could see that as long as Shakur ends up on his feet, they're gonna find a way to give him 7 rounds. Because all he has to do is jab and grab.
Yeah, and if it kills the narrative too, they don't want to kill the narrative. It's like they have so many other fighters that literally are not what they say they are, like Richardson Hitchens, fucking Devin Haney to an extent. Mostly American boxers.
Yeah, William will definitely have to knock him out or visibly hurt or stun him. He
Like
cannot
drop
just.
him a bunch of, like drop him a few times, man.
And even then, right? Even when Ryan dropped
Yeah.
Haney, they
Yeah,
gave
right.
it was
Yeah.
a split decision, right?
Yeah, it was. And in Devin's defense, like Ryan took a lot of rounds off. I don't know why.
He did.
You know.
But just the way they scored the fight. I mean,
Yeah. No, I hear you.
it doesn't take much. Even when you were watching Bazinian Munguia, they gave Bazinian like half the rounds.
Yeah, and that's because like I said, like fucking, Munguia got the job done, and I kind of have a not a theory, but I think I know why. Like he gave some rounds away. It's just Munguia wasn't throwing between rounds 1 and 6, like his output was very, very low. And if you hear him talking to Eric Morales in the corner, I believe between
he was tight.
Yeah, exactly. See, you heard it, and that's
Yeah.
why I was even, because I was watching that fight by myself. I was saying to myself, like, once he loosens up, we'll see what's up. You'll see if because like literally even when he was tight, when he was throwing combinations, the combinations were beautiful, bro. He was fucking up Bazinian. But I noticed that after the 6th round, like his activity just went from nothing, like nearly like very low to like normal Munguia levels. So I'm like, okay, he loosened up, and from 6 on, he was fucking him up.
Okay, yeah, then you kind of put it back into light, because I mean the commentators were giving Bazinian, go watch it. If you go watch, well, I mean, don't go watch it, but if you watch the highlights, you'll hear Kriegel and Bradley talking about how great Bazinian was.
Yeah, no, I heard him a little bit. Yeah, I usually watch it on mute, but I turned it on a little bit.
Yeah, Kriegel gave him the first 3 rounds off the back, like just without thinking, and I only say that to say that that's what they'll do to Zepeda, man.
Yeah, no facts. I know what you're saying, man. No,
but I wonder if it Mars Boxeo says FBAs are 0-8 in Saudi Arabia, so
are they?
That yeah, that could be a thing, right? I think
there it is.
That
could be another one, right?
Yeah, it could be it could be in Saudi Arabia. Zepeda, Shakur, February, Saudi Arabia, because they're gonna fight in February. That's
that's what I'm hearing. Yeah, for sure.
He was supposed to fight Cordina on the Cordina on the undercard of this one. Better be of Bivol, and Zepeda was supposed to fight is scheduled to fight in November versus Farmer, as Al was saying, and then that was gonna set him up in February. So, but now Shakur says he doesn't need a tune-up. So, and he wants to go straight into the fight, and he's saying that he's gonna beat this guy Zepeda. That'll be a good win for Shakur if he were to get it, though. It would be a.
I mean, yeah, I mean, it would. I mean, it would. Add it. It would be like another one to add to Valdez, but I mean, the guy sucks. I don't. It's gonna be a good win if he pulls it off. But like I said, I see like probably a robbery in the cards if he goes to the cards. But no, he's got to knock him out. Hopefully he knows that.
The Zepeda will go. It'll be a tough task, man. I mean, it'll be really tough trying to break him down, because we haven't seen Shakur's chin. Have we seen his chin tested? I mean,
Shakur Stevenson's chin?
Yeah.
Nah, because he doesn't. He fights so negative that he said like during the Valdez fight, like he got hit in the body and he wanted to throw up. That's about it.
That when Valdez hit him in the bbody, he wanted to throw up.
Yeah, that's about it. But nah, like normally he's like so like fucking running around and shit, so defensive. Like it's like he tries to like bro, he doesn't fight enough to like fucking to get his chin checked. So probably the first time he gets his chin checked, we'll know like if he really has a chin. If not,
if he's
more likely probably get knocked out.
Blaze says, if he's not jumping back 2 feet.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly, bro. And Johnny, I was gonna tell you too, like Bazinian was no bum. Yeah, I just wanted to respond to him earlier. Yeah, Bazinian was no bum.
Who said Bazinian was a bum?
No, there's a lot of people were saying that, but no, he was just making.
He was good to me. I thought he was good.
No, I mean, I haven't seen a lot of fights with him, but like when it was announced, I saw a few of them, and they're like, no, he has skill.
Yeah, he beat Ronald Ellis. He beat a guy named. Now, of course, man, those guys aren't the cream of the crop, but he's building his record, right? He's building his brand. He's building fights, and he had decent skills.
Yeah,
I mean, he could probably beat a Berlanga. Imagine him fighting Berlanga.
A Brazilian? Yeah, I think he could probably beat Berlanga. Yeah.
Possibly, right? Like all these
Yeah,
guys
no,
are
for
vulnerable.
sure. Like for Berlanga, like even though like it was an entertaining fight, like I'm not one of the ones that like giving Berlanga like super like credit, like oh my god, he's gonna become this, great fighter after fighting Canelo. Because at the end of the day, I thought Canelo carried him a lot. Like he could have, to me, he could have knocked him out fucking whenever, bro. It's just like, he's just trying to make a good fight because like nobody expected him to fight Berlanga, bro. So at the end of the day, he's cognizant of that, bro. He knows like, fuck, if I knock this guy out quick, then I'm gonna get catch shit. If I don't give the fans a show, I'm gonna catch shit. So decided to give fans a show.
Yeah, Munguia's must see TV, man. I don't care what anybody says. He's always
lots of experience.
That was a good fight, huh?
Lots of experience. Yeah, it was a good fight. Yeah.
Frank, who's gonna win Zepeda Shakur? Shit, man. You know what? That's a tough one to bet, man. I don't like picking the pick. I like picking to win money. Right? So if you have to put money on, you bet, Pudo. I've heard you talk about betting. Who are you betting?
I would have put no money on this fight.
Negative, right? Because you're saying that
it's just too much. Too much.
They could,
yeah. It's too much.
They'll rob William if they can.
Depending on the odds, I'll probably put maybe like if it's like 4-1, like you say, I'll put $50 on it. Just for funsies. But like like to actually like oh my god, I'm like I lost like $1,000 and just betting like a bunch of YouTubers like an actual fight only bet like $200, but the Valdez and Shakur fight, I lost a grip, but that's not knowing like fucking like not knowing what I know now,
which is don't bet with your heart.
No, I didn't bet with my heart. I bet with who I thought was gonna win. I mean, like to me it was a sure thing, bro. It's like to me it was just like Salido versus Lomachenko, bro. Like that was like a sure thing for me, bro. And the odds were fucking against me, bro. But I already knew. Well, I think it was his second fight or third fight. I think it was his second fight. Second fight fighting a fighter like Salido who don't give a fuck. Like Salido's come up the hard way and shit. Like, bro, he's gonna look at this fight and if he proved it by like blowing weight and all this shit, bro. I knew when he blew weight and he was just gonna fucking go in there to kick his ass. I'm like, fuck, my money's good. I just didn't know that like Valdez wasn't like Valdez won. They started it early. They did it with Concecal with the T, and then like all the fucking like they fucking censored this dude on the build up to the Shakur Valdez fight. I don't know if you knew that.
Elaborate.
Like so anyway, so they're having like a face to face. I forgot who's like mediating, maybe Kriegel or whatever, and they're like Shakur's like Valdez, don't be taking those PEDs, and then Valdez fucking comes right back. It's like, okay, Shakur, bet, but you don't be hitting them women. And they literally fucking they edited out that fucking that part out of all the. You can't even find that that part of the interview. And good for Valdez. Valdez called it out on another interview the next day.
No, I think I've heard you guys mention that before. Yeah.
He was fucking like clear. And then look, like Valdez's money punch is his left hook. That's like literally his punch. Like literally like and also a point I want to a tidbit I wanted to point out too is Valdez has been outboxed before. It's not like Shakur did something new. Like literally, Valdez has been outboxed like pretty significantly, like 2 or 3 times, but his power always bailed him out. And in this fight, like his money punch, he didn't even throw it, not even once, bro. And fucking Shakur was in range and everything, he didn't even throw it.
Yeah, Shakur, he was always way bigger too. Look, his biggest advantage is almost like Devin Haney. Before he met Ryan Garcia's, he looks like as big as Devin Haney and Crawford when they're all together. If he has a lot of pictures standing next to those guys. He has a big ass head. You ever see Shakur's head? It's like a big old fucking what's those Olmec heads? Like a big butt.
Yeah. He has a big Olmec heads.
Yeah. His face is fat. Like you could tell, like, right? His face is fat. But he's just like you say, he's not athletic. He's not really athletic, so
he can't box, bro. That's how I put it, like simply to everybody. He can't box, bro. Like everything you think like a motherfucker that can box, he can't. He's like he's whoever taught him how to manipulate a fight to your benefit. I don't know if that makes any sense.
Break it down.
Shit, like I said, that's as best I can do it. Andre Ward, do you know Andre Ward did a lot of like Andre Ward is a good fighter. Don't get me wrong, like he got some big wins, but Andre Ward fought in a manner where it's like I wouldn't call him like I couldn't say like he could box. He knew tricks to dirty up a fight enough where he could win it. If that makes any sense.
Well, you know what? That makes a lot of sense when you watch the Canelos fight. That's one of the worst god-awful fights I've ever seen.
I mean, he has no jab, bro. His like fucking, he crosses his feet all the time, bro. His lateral movement, like I think I have better lateral movement. You know, it's like, bro, this guy's just, you know.
No. I mean, you know, those are valid points. Now, I mean, people call it the sweet science, but I think you have to give an example of someone that you're comparing it to, that you go, no, that's what boxing is. You know, they idolize Sweet Pea Whitaker, right?
Yeah, that was a sweet science, bro. Like literally, that Sweet Pea, sweet science. Sugar Ray Leonard, fucking Tommy Hearns, fucking Canelo. You know, Terrence Crawford in some of his fights. You know, like literally these guys, you could tell it's just like Shakur's not fundamentally sound. To me, a boxer that's not fundamentally sound is not a boxer. They can't box, excuse me. I mean, like, bruh,
to me, boxing should be pleasing to the eye. I mean, when you're saying these things, I think, you know, if you see guys putting together combinations, pivoting, moving around, guys like Lomachenko, Bam Rodriguez.
Exactly, Bam.
Bam Rodriguez. Who else is pleasing to the eye? Canelo Alvarez, yeah.
Canelo.
And Monster Inouye, to me.
Monster's one of the complete fighters in the sport.
He is a complete package. Pause.
Yeah. He has everything, bro. He has defense, offense. You know, fundamentals are like down pat, bro. Like literally, like, bro, it's just like, you know.
Yeah, I mean, look, if you watch Crawford Spence, Crawford is an example of that. He puts punches together. Mm-hmm. But there's been a lot of fights where he did actually a lot of running.
Yeah. Exactly.
He ran a lot versus Postol.
Yeah.
You know,
I think that's his only fight that I really seen that I could say he ran. Yeah, Postol. Yeah.
He was on his bike. You know, when they talk about, you know, sweet science to me is standing there and making your opponent miss, and then you make him pay.
He ran a lot versus Madrimov, to be honest. I wouldn't say ran because like when I say ran, like you could tell the motherfucker's running, like literally, like he didn't fight Madrimov like, you know, like the other fighters, you know,
toe to toe. He didn't
not even toe to toe, bro. Like literally, like all they did was like it was like a feint fest, in my opinion.
Yeah.
You know, like it was a good fight when like the action was going on, but there was like times where it was like it was kind of like, you know, like there was a lot of lulls in the action. There's just like fucking, you know, bro, I don't know if you remember high school, bro, when you're like about to get into a fight and you're just like fucking, you know, I'm fake.
Hit me, bro.
Yeah, right. Just,
push me, bro. Touch me. Yeah. They're posturing. It's called posturing.
Yeah. And then literally, like, fuck, bro. Like literally, Crawford got hit at will in that fight too. To be honest.
Yeah, you know that's the There's a fight that comes to mind. I don't know if you guys seen it. Raymond Murataya when he fought Tevin Farmer. It just wasn't pleasing. That's not boxing, you know. It's like, you know, sometimes guys can do that. They can do things where it's just not a pleasing fight. You're like, this is boring, and you're wondering why. Is because they're doing things like Shakur. They're not letting their hands go. They're not, you know, making the guy miss and making him pay. Look, man,
that's Shakur fucking to a T, bro. But go ahead, my bad.
Yeah, he kills the action. He kills the. That's what Andre Ward was. What you mentioned, Andre Ward. What he did was like he found a way to kill the action, and it could be leaning against the ropes and then grabbing the guy, turning him around and grabbing them, putting your hand out. Right when they
putting your hand out, yeah. Fucking Shakur. That's that the same man you're explaining better than I am. Like, yeah, like all those things that like now are like if you've noticed that like fighters, the really good fighters, even though like some of them like maybe more skilled than others, athletic or whatever, like the really good fighters find a way to adapt to whatever's coming at you, and then the truly great coaches find a way to adapt. I don't know if you noticed that Canelo has added that to his repertoire as of late, is leaving the hand out.
You're saying Canelo Alvarez has adapted that?
Yeah, I don't know if you watch the Caleb Plant fight. That's when he did it the most I've ever seen him do it, bro. And to me, I think he figured like, fuck it, man. These guys are doing it, bro, and they're not getting caught. Fuck it, man.
Yeah, that's a tactic. It was an illegal tactic, right? You can't.
It's still illegal. It's still illegal. It's not
Yeah,
illegal
yeah,
to do that. You can't leave your hand out there, bro. But like literally, like, and that's why I was gonna make a little point earlier about we were talking about like how I knew some of the names of the coaches. Like that's how you know that like that the coaching is lacking, bro. Like literally, like there's no more true coaches that like literally like know how to teach boxing, bro. Like they're teaching a bunch of these like fucking shortcuts, if that makes any sense.
No. I mean, look, man. I think one of the points for me, watching boxing, talking boxing, and actually talking about the boxing, you know, when you let your hand go, letting your hands go is vulnerable. You know, it's easier to back foot and let a guy throw punches and play defense. That's probably the easiest thing to do in boxing. Is that?
Yeah.
You know,
no, for sure.
You know, body punching, but you're very vulnerable going to the body, right? Because your hands go down. You really have to work on a good technique for going to the body because you're actually more vulnerable.
Yeah, and it's the fundamentals, Frank. To be honest, at the end of the day, bro, like keep your fucking elbows tucked, bro. Like literally, like you're not gonna stop everything, bro. But if you don't fucking like if you're not defensively fundamentally sound, bro, like bro, I mean, like you know what I'm saying? Like it's like old school shit that I don't even bring up because to me it's like I figure everybody know this, but nah, bro, keep your chin down and your elbows tucked, bro. You know, it's just like basic shit.
Yeah, that's what people were saying about AJ when he got slept there. Why didn't he tuck his chin? Like, well, because he never did. Like that's just
no, but that's the thing. Like AJ's never fought the way he fought, bro. Like literally, AJ, like I don't know, whatever the fuck. Like it could be his coaches, whatever. Like AJ like fought Dubois like he never fucking boxed before in his life.
I think it was the first round though, like almost like with the Devin Haney reaction. Like as soon like Dubois touched him in the first 10 seconds, and it was like over. You seen his whole fucking equilibrium go.
Yeah, that's because his defense was non-existent, bro. Like literally, Dubois couldn't miss, bro. That's because fucking AJ did not protect his head. Like I don't know what he was doing, whatever, bro. I mean, like to me, that's good on Dubois. You know, like I'm an AJ fan, whatever. But AJ's already done this thing. To me, I just think he's milking turkey for all he's got.
Milking turkey? What the?
You know, like for the money, bro. Like literally, like all these fights he's been having, bro. Like I think he's just strictly trying to make as much money off of turkey as he can.
AJ? Well, yeah, that's his sugar daddy. Now, Turkey, he loves Crawford, but you know he loves him some AJ.
Yeah, and I think AJ knows that. He's like, okay, stupid motherfucker.
Yeah, right.
Pay me, bro. I don't
All
give a fuck.
right. You know? Yeah, man, hit the like, hit the link, hit the like, hit the like, hit the link. Yeah, man. So, do you think AJ's done?
I mean, it's hard to tell because, like I said, I've never seen AJ fight defensively that bad, like versus anybody. But it could be that, yeah, you just like literally something he just can't, you know, like he can't do what he normally does to defend himself, you know. So yeah, he could be done. I don't know.
Shit, he's gonna fight Fury. They're calling Eddie Hearn's calling for 2 fights with Fury.
I don't think he's gonna fight Fury.
You don't think so?
Well, actually, no. I'll take that back. If Fury beats Usyk, I don't think so. But if Fury loses again, yeah.
Well, that's what they're saying, that because that's what Turkey that was like his main goal. The one fight he wants to see is Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua. That's literally why, like, I think it was his first demand is that, that everything has been about Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua. That's his like dream. That's his like dream fight. And so I think we're gonna see him again against Fury. But I think he's washed. I mean, he's done.
Yeah, I think you might be right, bro. You know, like only his next fight, we'll see what's up.
Because if you know who else went out bad? Vander Holyfield went out bad. Mike Tyson went out bad. You know who didn't is the Klitschko's. I think they quit, right? Like they got in a tough fight and they just quit.
Well, I mean, Klitschko got knocked out by AJ, so I mean, like you could call that going out bad because he got knocked out. But I mean, Klitschko ended his career pretty good, and Vitaly, he ended his career pretty good as well. In a losing effort versus Lennox.
Yeah, there reaches a point in a fighter's career and then you gotta call it quits. But when you follow the sport of boxing, like I think I had it. Did I? Man, sometimes shit. Who was it? Shane Mosley is fighting. Have you looked at the
again?
thumbnail?
Yeah, sure. I'm a Sugar Shane fan, but it's just
You
to make
believe
money, bro.
that? Holy
It's to make
shit,
money, bro. It's to make money. It's
Yeah,
free
but
money,
how
bro.
much?
It's free money.
But
A
how
bunch.
much?
A bunch.
No, there's no way Shane is making any type of money he made in his heydays.
No, I don't think he's making that much. But you also got to remember, like, his ex-wife was also his manager, like fucking, like
Jin
Jin, yeah.
Mosley.
He fucking grabbed Shane by the ankle and fucking took everything, bro. So he probably needs money.
Damn, took his belt. I think she took his belt.
Yeah, she took. I mean, literally took his feelings, bro.
When they talk about take everything.
Yeah, bro. He took
Took
his
his
fucking
draws.
feelings, bro.
Like,
He took his fucking dental fillings, bro.
but so do you think AJ should call it a career?
I would. I mean, he's done it all in the heavyweight division, bro. To me, he single-handedly like resurrected, that division, because the Klitschko's, fucking like, they were boring, bro. Vitaly was not as boring as Vladimir, but I mean, like
Their style was jab grab. It was
exactly, bro. I stopped watching that shit.
Not to mix it up.
Vladimir.
They didn't want to mix it up.
Yeah.
And that's one thing, like we were talking about earlier about like the sweet science styles. That's what I want to see, guys mix it up. I mean, that's why I watch. I don't watch for purely the sweet science. I'm gonna do her, man. I'm gonna do her.
Yeah.
You know who Lady Chan is?
Yeah, of course.
I'm gonna do that the sisters are on Friday, I think.
I'm cool with Lady Chan.
White Girl Wednesday, smash or pass, Pudo.
Who, this one? Oh, shit, man. So, not even a question, bro.
That's a no.
No, I said yes.
It's a smash, pass, or wife up, not.
Well, a wife? No. Fuck it. I got one wife, and that's it.
No. But like it's smash, pass, or wife up.
Oh no, it's a smash guaranteed, bro.
Smash, leave change on the dresser.
Not even a question. Not no more. Like I said,
Change your number.
Married,
No, of course,
So,
it's
yeah,
fantasy.
It's
Fantasy.
The wife might be lurking around here and shit.
Oh, okay. Like, no, I don't like that.
Women, bro. They're gonna be like,
Hey, keep it.
But in my heyday, bro, I was equal opportunity, bro, and I didn't turn down anything on my collar, bro.
International, right?
Now, I bang an 80-year-old woman, bro.
Are you like Frank Bay and a certified torta pounder?
Anything.
Anything
got a
goes.
vagina.
Well, not anymore. Remember,
not anymore. Yeah. But in my
Not
heyday, like
anymore.
literally, like, don't get me wrong, I didn't fuck a lot of old women, but I'd fuck an 80-year-old woman. I don't give a fuck.
Whoa.
As long as it's a bitch, bro. Seriously, I was a savage, bro.
Okay. Hey. It is smash or pass, so it's all fair.
Yeah, I would not. I would. The very few I would have passed on it. It's just that's how it was.
I mean, there was a saying that they said it's all black in the dark,
Exactly, bro. No matter what color, no matter what size. Stench probably.
Okay.
Like, yeah, like
Cliff
one time,
Shields?
like one
You
time I
even
got like a
smashed-
stench. It's like, yeah. It was just,
Oh,
I almost threw up, bro.
bit about Cliff Shields.
Yeah, I'd bang her too.
Okay. Hey, you know what I said? I said, hey, it's 2 a.m.
On the presumption it's a woman, right?
It's right. You need a cup check. Cup
Right?
check.
Yeah. But no, of course, bro. Yeah. No.
So
Vagina is me.
okay, that's it. So we got White Girl Wednesday. Michaela Mayer is a definite smash, but she has a boyfriend, so you guys leave her alone. She's fighting this weekend. Do you follow women's boxing?
I don't. I used to back in the Ann Wolf days, Layla Ali days, the coal miner's daughter days. But now, I don't think women. I don't think women can box. There's some like I think Alicia Bumgarner can box. The Sinisia, she could box. And Michaela, she's all right. But yeah, I just get too bored. It's too boring to me.
It's not pleasing to the eye.
Not pleasing to the eye, not even to nah.
I always get the feeling they can't hurt each other. Like whenever I see Michaela fight, she can't hurt her opponent.
Right.
And it's like, look,
And she can't box either.
You don't think she could box? I think she
Nope.
could. Yeah, you know what she reminds me of, like a Taibo instructor. You know, like
I'll give you that shit.
she could be like the best YMCA Thai Bo instructor,
Right? Yeah.
and because that's what it looks like when she's fighting. It looks like she's very tall.
Mhm. Yeah,
and
they're robotic, like they say AJ
long.
is, bro. Women are like robotic
Yeah.
when they fight, bro.
Yeah, AJ, man. I've never been high on AJ,
Mhm.
so just because of his style, man. I've said that when I watch him fight, my term is it always looks like he's surfing. He's always trying to find kind of his balance.
I hear you.
You know, who do you think will win between Deontay Wilder and AJ now?
Oh, AJ now, tomorrow, next week, next year. AJ.
Oh, so you
His
think he would
levels
always
above
beat
fucking-
Deontay?
Yeah, Deontay Wilder, literally like he beat a bunch of like cans, bro. You know, like everybody beats cans, but like this guy, I think Tyson Fury and the Cuban are like literally his best opponents, bro.
Oh, Luis Ortiz, right?
And like literally like Ortiz was fucking him up, but you know, like literally like, you know, he does have power, but what heavyweight doesn't? But as soon as he like literally as soon as he stepped it up to the level that AJ's been fighting his whole fucking career, got 12-0'd or knocked out.
Yeah, no, I mean, I don't know. I think Deontay in their prime could have slept AJ.
Nah.
No,
Nope.
well, I mean, I think AJ was so vulnerable. Deontay in their prime, that the Deontay that almost nearly decapitated Tyson Fury, I think would have been a very dangerous fight for AJ.
Yeah, nah.
Nah,
No.
Well-
No, it's just Deontay Wilder is just there's a reason he never wanted to fight him, especially when they offered him like fucking 200 million or some shit like that.
well, he was, but that if he would have beat Joseph Parker, remember last December, they were going to fight.
He was still
Yeah, okay, you don't think
No.
it was all smoke and mirrors?
Now, as soon as they put him against Joseph Parker, I knew he wasn't going to be Joseph Parker.
Okay.
Like literally, like bruh, it's like nobody that's ever beat AJ. The only people that beat AJ are actually skilled fighters. Deontay ain't that.
All right. So, what do you think of Dubois? Is he gonna rule? Is he vulnerable? What are your thoughts on Dubois?
I mean, like once Usyk and Fury retires, yeah, I think there's nobody. I mean, like let me see. Shit, yeah, bro. I mean, like who else is there other than Dubois?
There's this guy Javalov. Am I saying
He's
it right?
just yeah. That's how I would pronounce it. Yeah, I
It
mean,
was
like
supposed to be Bacoli. I think
Bacoli's okay, bro, but he got fucking worked. He got outclassed by that one American dude. That sucks.
yeah. Somebody mentioned the name earlier.
Gerald
Oh,
Washington or
Caballero.
something like that, bro. You fucking got like outclassed by that dude, and that dude's not that good.
That guy is underrated. Caballero.
Yeah, I think Zhang and him probably gonna rule that division once Fury and Usyk.
Well, Zhang's already like 40 something.
Yeah.
AJ is overrated. How do you rate Richard Torres?
I rate him. He's a good boxer. He's just undersized, man.
Very undersized.
Yeah, he's just undersized.
You know, how do they move him? Because like, who can you put him in with that can get him his name, right? Get him respect, but don't take too much of a risk.
Unfortunately, it's heavyweights, bro. Every fight's a risk, bro. Like this guy could fight some guy you never heard of and get knocked out. That's any fucking heavyweight. That's how it is.
Yeah. I mean, that's what we've seen with Baby Anderson, but I never was high on Baby Anderson. You know, just the way he spoke.
I was never high on him either.
He was kind of like always he didn't really want to take the sport too seriously.
Yeah, I could see that.
What do you think? Did you hear that? Were you here when we were talking about David Benavidez fighting David Morrell in December?
Yeah. I caught the tail end. Yeah. I call bullshit.
You think it's all cap?
Yeah, bro. I mean, like, who said it? By the way,
You think he's still fighting Jesse Hart as the earlier rumors?
I mean, I don't know truly who he's fighting, but who started the rumor? Like, who mentioned anything?
Shit, man, I think it was literally just on social media. Someone said the rumored opponent, like, literally was it was around no. They mentioned Jesse Hart before Tank announced Lamont Roach. So yeah, literally who I don't know who, just somebody, but it sounded legit because
his dad bullshit, his manager bullshit. Like these guys, like I don't believe that they'll get into the ring until they actually get into the fucking ring, like actually announce a fight. I mean,
no, I think about Morrell David Benavidez fight is too soon, but he needs a better opponent than Jesse Hart is the problem.
I mean, but he doesn't fight that type of opponent. That's not his MO.
That's the problem.
Yeah, I know. That's why I was like, bruh. Like, I remember when I first saw David and they first started getting a good, cool thing. I'm like, okay, maybe this guy, if they move him right, him and Canelo would be a nice fight. That was a long time ago. I thought that.
Shit. Yeah. I mean, it's slowly getting worse and worse, man, because Canelo, they were preying on his downfall and it was a success. They were praying this pay-per-view because right? Think about it.
And I thought it was gonna flop too. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like who knew Berlanga like that,
If it flops, then he's kind of more forced to fight Raheem. You already tried this before. You de-bombed me, Raheem Roach. No,
I know who that is. I know who that is.
Oh, you know who it is.
Yeah, it's a fucking guy that like it's the same guy that makes everybody think that it's me. Like I remember there was a like a stretch where I'm like everybody's like accusing me of dick bombing. I'm like, why is everybody accusing me of dick bombing? Like I don't do that shit. But then
but they're putting their camera.
Brett told me who it was.
Oh, they're putting their camera on.
What happened?
They're putting their camera on.
Oh, like in the background and them dick bombing. Yeah. There's a little. There's ways to do it, bro. There's a way to do it. That's why you gotta put like one of those like
a full banner. I usually
like a banner. Yeah, that's how you do it. Yeah,
I usually do, but today I just have pictures up. Damn, there was something. Yeah, Benavidez and Morrell, the rumor Hart. I was gonna say you're a self-confirmed Tank Davis fan, right?
Yes. Yeah, I'm a Tank fan. Tank and Ryan.
You gotta do your best to sell us Lamont Roach because he's taking.
I can't. Lamont Roach 1 sucks.
Okay, you're not gonna even try. I'm not gonna even sit here and try.
I've never tried to sell a Tank Davis opponent that wasn't worthy.
You didn't try to. So you, well, then you didn't agree with Hector Garcia, did you?
No. Why would I?
I did though. I did. No, because I said, look, if he fights Ryan Garcia as planned, then I'm okay with it.
No, and that's cool. I mean, like at the end of the day, like literally we can fucking, like all these fucking content creators or all these fucking fake fucking people that'll just shout. Like, bro, these like they don't care about what we say, bro. None of these fighters care about what we say. Every fighter from back in the day till now, they run their career how they see fit. And back in the day, they used to consider the fan and be like, I want to at least give some fans some good fights. Nowadays, they don't give a fuck about us. They could give a fucking flying fuck.
Yeah, but you as a fan, if you're a fan of that fighter, then like when people were bashing Canelo and Berlanga, I supported it.
No, I supported it as well, but I mean, like I didn't lie to myself either. Like I didn't think it was gonna do what it did. Like I was thinking maybe because of the like nobody knew who Berlanga is truly. Like other than like he has a little small following or whatever. Like I thought I was gonna do 200 max. But I also did like just like in passing, just like the Puerto Ricans have been like Puerto Rican boxing has been kind of like dormant for years now. So like if they can like get like the Puerto Rican fan to have like some semblance of hope that this could be an entertaining fight.
You just said they can have some kind of hope.
Yeah, because come on, bro. Like
no, I know.
Doesn't have the experience, the resume. Like there's no way. Like literally a lucky punch, and then fucking Canelo also has a cast iron jaw. Now there's no way that like anybody could think like this fight would be competitive, and I didn't think the fight was competitive to be honest, but it was entertaining. So like literally Canelo won, picked an opponent that nobody thought he was gonna sell, fucking sold more than fucking Munguia, and it was entertaining. Like literally Canelo, I think Canelo took a gamble with this dude and it paid off for him, man. Kudos to him.
There you go, a definite gamble, right? Because
Mhm.
like you just laid out, people number one didn't think he was good. Then all he had was the Puerto Ricans, but you didn't know
Mhm.
if they were gonna come out support.
Exactly.
Oh, that's what I was saying earlier. Is that Benavidez or haters are praying that it flopped because then that would put more pressure to fight David Benavidez, because leading into Canelo versus Berlanga, that's what they were saying, right? Oh, his numbers are dipping because he's fighting subpar competition.
Mhm.
But now that it did good, now it's like, damn, this dude, he can do it against anybody. Like, fuck, we can't squeeze him to fight Benavidez, right?
Yeah. No, and then people got to realize too, Canelo hate exists only in media. From when he was a youngster barely coming out of Mexico till now, the Canelo hate only really truly exists in media. Like really, like people actually, like the majority of casuals and hardcores, they love Canelo, bro, just because fuck, he's a great fighter. And then, bro, he's like literally like he's like the only guy since since Manny Pacquiao that's giving you the fights that the fans have asked for. Every single one.
Yeah, there's no name that you can say that he ducked. I mean,
Nope.
unless you're talking about Benavidez, but then they moved up. But I only mentioned that to mention, like, because Puro, he admits he's a Tank Davis fan now. Puro, I'm not a Tank Davis fan.
No.
You already know.
A lot of people aren't. A lot of
You know
people
how,
aren't.
bro.
You know who's a big Tank Davis fan? Canelo.
Yeah. Aren't they? Well, they're all fans of Canelo, and I guess Canelo. Well, I mean, he's in a position like he's not talking about boxing, right?
What
Like
do you
he's
mean?
not. Well, like me, like.
Oh
we're
yeah,
saying,
no, I got you. Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. But you know he was
But-
gonna walk
but-
him out, right?
nah, don't.
Yeah, he was.
Don't let Canelo. When
He was for the Mario Barrios fight.
Canelo Alvarez was gonna walk out Tank Davis.
Yep.
Wow, that's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they're both.
That's why he
PBC,
came out with
right?
No Boxing No Life gloves.
Did he?
Uh-huh. You
for
don't remember?
Barrios?
Like, that's why I like to
dude,
troll
it's
all
like-
the
that was
tank
like-
haters. Like he like because like Tank's the face of boxing, this that, and the other, whatever. But yeah, it's like fucking Tank Davis had the No Boxing No Life.
I'll have to go look again. The Mario Bars fight was an underrated fight, though. It was a good fight.
It was, bro. It was. That was the last Tank Davis fight where it was like, well, you could tell because like Tank doesn't like he's not really like media, like he's like you could tell he's starting to talk a little bit more, but like usually with like back in those days, like when they ask him questions, like extremely honest. And he said before the fight that like literally like that's always concerned him, like moving up in weight is like the power of these other fighters. Like he even said it in the Ryan Garcia fight, like that's what truly concerned him with Ryan was his fucking power.
If you don't like the Tank Davis Roach fight, or you didn't like the Hector Garcia fight, why are you a fan of Tank Davis?
Because of the way he fights, because he always gives entertaining fights, and he's a really good boxer. And also like back in the day, like truly when I first started like fucking with him, he's the type of dude that doesn't really say anything. He lets his gloves do the talking. He kind of still is like that, but now that he's like on his own now, he has to talk more and more. And like I hope none of these like new school fighters, like literally like when they open their mouth, they like, I want to puke.
Yeah. No, I'm not giving.
You're so
the
fucking
business.
cringy, bro. Tank, Ryan, Shakur, Devin, they're fucking cringy as fuck, bro. They are, bro. That's like
They are a little extra,
they're fucking cringy, bro.
but when you talk about Tank Davis, right? I did like the Garcia. I bought the Ryan Garcia fight. I mean, that was a mega fight.
As did I, bro.
Dang.
It was like my two favorite fighters. I was gonna miss that.
Yeah, I've watched it like probably like 10, 20 times already.
Oh, yeah?
Literally, man. I just like, but you could see how emaciated Ryan Garcia was. Like he looked like he was dead in the ring. It was disgusting when I rewatched it, like a year later. But I was excited, But yeah,
That's
Tank
so
Davis, he's definitely very talented. He's super athletic. He'll be hard to beat. But what do you think about the Loma situation? Do you think Loma ducked him as
No,
being a
of
Tank
course
Davis fan?
Of course not. No. I don't think Lomas ducked anybody, and vice versa. Like, to be honest, you hear about, like fucking when Freud threatened them. Oh, I'll put you in with Lomas, shit like that. To me, it's just a bunch of talk. I don't think they ducked either fighter ducked each other, but just when like the actual fight was like now, and even before, like it's just Top Rank doesn't really work with PBC like that, bro. Like they don't work together.
But I thought that was Loma. That wasn't necessarily a negotiation thing. I thought it was Loma just being like, nah. Like, I don't know if he gave an official reason. I thought it was something like I thought he said something like he didn't feel like he was gonna get a fair shake or something like that.
I don't know. To me, it's all talk. It's promotional. Like Top Rank, I don't think Top Rank and PBC have, other than the Crawford and what's his name? The guy, fucking shit, man. His dad is his trainer. Sean Porter.
Sean Porter.
Other than the Sean Porter Terrence Crawford fight, like that's the only time that like, and that's because like literally like Bob Arum was like, whatever, man. Like he's just trying to appease fucking Crawford or whatever.
Yeah, hit the like, hit the link. Yeah. Well, Tank Davis is taking a beating, man, with this Lamont Roach. I mean, geez, Lamont Roach.
Yeah,
I mean,
he sucks, bro. Like Lamont Roach sucks, bro.
On social media, on X, they said that De Los Santos trainer had said that Tank swerved him. That De Los Santos had said he would fight Tank Davis, and Tank Davis turned it down.
Yeah, maybe
was offered it or something like that. It's on social media. His trainer is actually saying that they were offered it, but Tank turned it down. Like, basically they offered Tank Davis a list of opponents, and then he basically picks, which one he's interested in. And De Los Santos was on that list, and they know because they were asked if, they would do it if Tank said yes, and Tank said no.
Hey, man. I mean, like, I don't think, what was I gonna say? It could very well happen. At the end of the day, like, like literally, like, it's par for the course. You get what I'm saying? Like, Tank's got like what, 2, like actual like really good fighters on his resume.
Are they still counting Pedraza?
I'm counting Pedraza
as one of his best win, and then
Pedraza and Leo.
Oh, Leo Santa Cruz.
Yeah, no, Ryan was a good win. That's because like literally one is like one of the is like one of the fights that everybody wanted to see, like between those like youngsters, and also he was a top lightweight, So yeah, I rated, but like nothing like Pedraza. Like Pedraza was like literally, if not the top at that division at the time, and then Leo was fucking 4 division champion, bro. Leo was giving them the business too. Leo knocked him down, in my opinion.
Yeah, the one of the wins that was aging well was Pitbull. Pitbull got a lot of clout off of beating Tank Davis. Yeah. And
that was a good fight, man. It was a good fight.
Yeah, and then, well, I think I heard you say that you felt that Pitbull was robbed against Rayo.
No, oh yeah, hell yeah. No, I mean like clear robbery. If you know what you're looking at, I'm not saying that you don't, but like literally, like people can't even break it down like how Rayo like fucking like schooled this dude, bro. And me, the irony is like literally Rayo was fucking bitching about Colbert doing the same thing he just did to Pitbull. So like I don't even know what the fuck you guys talking about, bro.
Well, I think I had it looking at my score box. I use the app to score the fights. I had Valenzuela 116, 112 against Pitbull. I'd have to watch it again. It wasn't.
I didn't score it, bro, but I know that fucking.
Well, you were there, right? You were there.
Yeah, I was there. And even if I wasn't there, like I find it so hard to score fights, especially a fight I'm into, like live, bro. I just can't do it, bro. Like I don't know how other people can.
Yeah. Well, that win, it was aging well because he beat Rolly, but then he gets beat by Rayo. What do you think about the news, rumors that Robert confirmed that they were offered the Tank Davis fight, but Tank wanted to bring him down to 135? Yeah. As a fan, what do you think about that?
I mean, like I see both. I can see like both ends, at the end of the day, like that was Ryo's only fight at 140 was versus Pitbull. So he's already a 135 pounder. He's competed at 135 for, I don't know if it's been his whole career, but you know, this is been his first foray into the 140 was that title shot versus Pitbull. And but I could see like, yeah, you know, now he's the champion at 140. Why don't you want to fight at 140? At the end of the day, like I think Ryo wanted to take the rest of the year off anyways. He said that numerous occasions, and he also has that mandated rematch with Pitbull. So I mean, like, yeah, Pitbull's not getting out of the way of that one.
He does.
A couple of the times where like Pitbull and his dad are saying like, yeah, we're not moving aside or anything. That's gonna be a fight.
Evil Green.
Evil Green, what up?
Al Cuerpo says, Frankie, what is CCD hashtag abbreviated for? I don't know. That's something I've always wondered. I don't know.
If we tell you, we're gonna have to kill you, Al Cuerpo.
Yeah, that's.
But if anybody that I've told what it means, I'm doing air quotations. It means chaos causes destruction. That's not what it really means, by the way.
Well, that sounds.
That's not what it really means, by the way.
Chaos causes destruction. That sounds like a wrestling tag team name or something like that.
No, that's when like people like that press me like, what does it mean? What does it mean? Like just to shut them up. That's what I tell them.
Yeah. You know, I see a lot of hashtags on YouTube, and I think, well, I mean, you know, the MLB
I started
one.
The CCD. We started that shit.
The hashtag.
Well, I started that shit personally. You know,
there's a Masters of Boxers.
Yeah, that one came like I remember like fuck, because I was like fucking with like I still fuck with H Money, that's my homie. But like literally I didn't miss a fucking live or whatever, you know, go on the panel talk shit or whatever. But like the one panel I missed, I guess that was like the day they were like trying to come up with an acronym. Like I don't know, like the next week or the next day I showed up, like everybody had that mob shit on there.
Yeah, Al Cuervo, we'll tell you behind the scenes if you get my hashtag, I'm gonna do a hashtag. No, I don't know. It's all good, man. Yeah. I mean, you know, it's a group.
And then you got the fucking what's the one TWT, and then now it's JBT. Like
I seen that.
You know?
I do see those.
Because a lot of people say it's like LDBC, but LDBC never put the hashtag in front of their shit. It was just always LDBC.
Yeah, I still don't know who they are to this day. I mean, I've heard them. I think I know, but I'm not too sure. I don't really follow too much. But
there's just a bunch of channels that take money from promoters to promote
people.
Fighters.
Oh shit.
Yeah. I mean, that's what it clearly is, bro. And they charge dues and shit, you know.
Yeah, no, not doing
like
that.
Big Deontay, like literally Deontay super fans and shit.
But no shit though. Like, yeah, the CCD though, like people still are talking about it. You guys, people still talk about you guys to this day.
Yeah, our biggest nemesis, I couldn't fucking keep our name out of his mouth and shit. So he gave us great press.
Yeah, man, you know, in the YouTube streets, man, it gets very tricky. Just put it that way on the channels, the people.
And then I go to every fucking panel too, like literally, like especially like back in the old days, bro. Like you see CCD, like literally every fucking panel.
Yeah. You know, it's fun, man. It's cool. You know, I think we're just having fun out here. I mean, I don't know how seriously people take stuff, but I don't have a problem with nothing.
No, bro. Like some people take it serious. Like literally, like some people to this day where they're like, I've seen them for years. Like you can't take, like you can't, like nah. Right? Like, I don't know. Some like I'll just say like nah, because I already know it's all an act. But yeah, there's certain dudes that are like, you know, this is all you know, this is all fucking jokes, right? But to me, something like take it.
Yeah. I mean, I don't have the energy to keep up with how everything plays out. You know, but it's fun. You know,
yeah,
I mean,
it's all a good fun. That's all it is, bro. Like,
you know, I see you guys everywhere. I've seen CCD everywhere. I think there was some other groups like MXBC.
Yeah, the MXBC. Yeah, we killed them. CCD fucking put a dagger in their heart, bro, and they're gone.
You know. They were
around for a long time too.
Yeah. I seen like video clips, like the Don. Whatever happened to the Don, man?
Yeah,
like,
the Don's still here. The Don's still around. Yeah,
he used to drop video clips of stuff, like, you know, kind of like all the funnies from around YouTube.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, there was this one guy. What's his name? He was a youngster too. MMA or something like that. But yeah, he used to like go to his channel, bro. He's like, he has like a bunch of like CCD top 5. I mean, not CCD top 5. Excuse me. Like MXPC top 5 versus like certain people and shit. Yeah, no, like at the beginning, like this shit was a lot more fun than it is now. It's kind of whack now.
Yeah, you gotta rejuvenate it and bring back some different things.
Ain't never coming back. Ain't never coming back.
Yeah, it's over.
It's over, bro.
it's
bro.
over.
I never thought Reppin was gonna leave. If Reppin left, bro, it's over.
It's over.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying. People still talk about it. Like people just like
reminiscing pretty much. That's all it is.
Yeah, man. That used to be it, man. The late night streams, man. That's hardcore. All that shit. No, man. You know what it is, man. Boxing is difficult. It's difficult because it doesn't do any self favors with the lack of big fights. Like like how huh?
Hasn't been a big fight in a minute, to be honest. Like Canelo is like the last true big fight.
If you talk about boxing, this is the next event, right? Michaela Mayer, Shushu Carrington, Xander Zayas. Like, how much can you really talk about this for?
It's a show box card, bro. That's what it is.
Yeah, it's not, to me. It's like a pro box card.
Yeah. No, it's exactly what it is. That's why, like, to me, I'm older, so I still remember showbox and shit. Boxing after dark. That's what this card is, bro.
I mean, it's cool, but like getting the conversation going.
Yeah,
right.
Who the fuck knows Michaela Mayer, to be honest? And then Xander Zayas even less, bro. Nobody knows the fuck Xander Zayas is.
Well, he should be bigger, man. It seems like he was getting heavy push, and then they kind of pumped the brakes on him.
Yeah. Well, since these guys don't fight each other, bro. At the end of the day, yeah, like the casual fan, I was just trying to think back to like. I was like, like literally like a casual fan, like just like how everybody starts. Like literally, once you start like knowing a dude, you start knowing like who's his rival or what the generation that they come up in. Like if you don't see like a dude that's like that like a certain generation not fight each other, bro, like you get disinterested. That's why these people don't have fan bases. Like Xander Zayas has fought nobody in his immediate.
Well, he
barely started calling out Virgil.
Yeah, I did see that too. Yep.
Shushu's barely starting, so I can't,
Shushu's already like 27. He's already older.
Yeah, but I mean, but relative to his age, like to his career, like literally, but still, like Shushu is not even a contender, bro. He hasn't fought not one contender.
Not one. Well, he's got a step up fight. He's fighting the guy that beat Ruben Villa.
Yeah, there you go. That's a little step up, but still, that guy, like nobody knew who he was until he beat Villa. That's the thing. Like he's already. He's already been fighting that type of opponent. You know what I'm saying?
No, that the actual factual. I mean, basically what you're saying is like you got to get a title, and then even once you get a title, the fans are demanding. It's like, okay, now you got to unify. Like,
not even a title, bro. Like literally, like these fighters, it's easy for me at least. You go to the top 10, in any organizing body. It doesn't even have to be the organized body. Go to the ring's top 10, and you literally fight every single one or try to make that fight. If you fight 3 of those 10, bro, people will start noticing you.
Yeah. No, I get what you're saying, but that's also risky. It's like, if you're moving these guys,
what they do, bro.
Well, yeah, but if you
take risk out of boxing, bro.
No. I'm saying
what's up?
If you're moving Xander Zayas, you got to move him careful.
No, you don't. That's literally you move him careful is why he is where he is.
Well, okay. I guess what I'm trying to say is if you're Virgil Ortiz, you probably have a little more confidence with him than you do Xander Zayas because you still don't know what you have. So you're taking a little bit more time.
Why?
Well, that's his manager and promoter.
I'm asking like why do why does Virgil have more confidence than Xander?
Well, that's Oscar and his team believe in his talent more, that he's more talented.
And I get that, but at the end of the day, like he actually fought some motherfuckers. Is what I'm saying. Like Virgil is like literally Virgil's one of the few of this new crop, other than like Ryan, and Devin, to actually like literally fight somebody with a pulse.
Yeah, no, and I'm saying my opinion of that is because Top Rank doesn't believe in him like that.
And I could agree with that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like they don't believe in him that he's talented enough they could just throw him in the fire. Just like with Baby Anderson. You know, you could tell, okay, they're trying to build him, they're trying to promote him, but eventually they gotta step it up. And then once they stepped it up with that Charles Martin guy and they seen that, then they said, man, we can't do anything with them. So we're just gonna throw him in the fire, and if he gets beat, then we're done with him.
I mean, yeah, it's unfortunate that maybe they're thinking like that, bro. But I mean, like, fuck, bro. I mean, like, they're kind of shooting themselves in the foot too, or bro. I mean, like, motherfuckers get beat all the time, bro.
There's only, in my opinion, there's only like two surefire ways to build like a kind of a star, right? Like you get blue chip talent like Virgil Ortiz, and you know that when it's ready, when the time is right, you can throw him in pretty much with anybody, with the best, even Terrence Crawford. Or you get kind of like the Mexican that comes off the radar, like a Divino, right? Like, you know, they don't. Or who's a better example? Because he had a good record, but another good fighter that kind of comes off the radar and starts beating people. And then you have
Canelo Lopez.
There you go. Thank you. See, this is why I do it, man. We may not always agree, but this is why I do it. Venado Lopez, exactly. Nail on the head, motherfucker.
Yeah, but that's because, you know, like, it's like, to me, like Venado Lopez, the only reason we know him is because of the Gabe Flores fight. And the only reason they gave him that fight is to feed him to Gabe Flores. At the end of the day, bro, these fighters gotta be like literally, they're like, feed me. No, fuck you. I'm gonna fuck this guy up. And what do you do?
He ruined Gabe Flores. That was what Top Rank was trying to do, was build that guy.
Yeah, exactly. But it happens though. At the end of the day, Gabe Flores, he hasn't gone nowhere. Motherfucker hasn't lost since. Oh, well, he did lose right after to Cabrera, but he hasn't lost since.
I think Top Rank just cut him.
Yeah, but he's still out there at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Like Venado Lopez wasn't even on Top Rank until he beat Gabe Flores, and then he still wasn't with Top Rank. You get what I'm saying? Until he like started winning. Yeah, he just got knocked out. But like literally, like this motherfucker, like literally, like fuck, bro. How many defenses did he have? Like how many times did he go overseas and fucking almost get robbed and fucking almost fucking like, you know, like get fucked up like rabbit punched by fucking Josh Warrington and shit?
Yeah. I mean, that's ultimately probably like the best way to build a good money making fighter is get one of these guys like Venado, like you said, comes kind of nondescript, beats a blue chip prospect, or you know, takes a title from a guy, and then you can just throw him everywhere and anywhere. Like you're saying.
Look at fucking El Vaquero, fucking Navarrete. Navarrete was meant to be food for Dog Bay. Fucked him up.
Yeah.
Hasn't looked back since.
Well, he lost eventually to Baranchek, but he's fighting Valdez for good money.
Yeah. But I mean, but that's what I'm saying. Like literally, like nobody knew who the fuck Navarrete was.
Yeah, ultimately,
I knew who he was. That's just because, you know, I follow. You know, I try to follow as much as I can when somebody puts me on or whatever, undercard, shit like that.
Oh, you know what? That's a good fight. Somebody mentioned earlier. Yeah. Roach is fighting Curiel. That's a big motherfucker.
Who?
Curiel.
Roach and Curiel? Oh, fucking.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's
shit. I didn't know that. Hell yeah, bro. Like Curiel, I interviewed him on my buddy's channel the other day.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Because I always wanted to ask that guy in particular, a question. Because like a lot of people don't know, like the amateur system in Mexico, as of late has been taking over from the Cuban style, and not as of late, but it's like for a cool minute. Like that's why, like you see, Valdez has a not a prototypical Mexican style, you know, like because like him, Curiel, some other fighters, even Andy Ruiz, they all fucking came out of the new. I'm doing air quotations again. The new amateur system in Mexico.
Okay.
And it's Cuban. It's all Cuban coaches right now. And I wanted to ask him in particular, Curiel, because they made a documentary about him and his best friend about his lead up going towards the Olympics, and they were like, you know, part of the documentary was breaking down how like the Mexican Boxing Federation brought in, you know, a bunch of Cuban coaches and shit, and like you're gonna start seeing like, you know, and you start seeing a little by little with like the guy that fought you start to see a lot more back foot bitch Mexicans, but they're kind of like
Oh.
mixing it up a bit. You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
They'll
Yeah.
go back there's this one guy in particular that fought Bam Rodriguez. Actually broke Bam's jaw. Like that guy's like like you would think that's an American fighter, but now it's a Mexican, and that's because they're getting a lot of Cuban influence.
Huh. Interesting. We'll have to check.
And I
that
want to
out.
ask
Yeah.
him about that shit.
Curiel's he's a problem, man.
No,
He's a
Curiel's
problem.
good, bro.
He's kind of coming under the radar. I know Oscar has that Iriete. He's a beast. Now that's a big.
I don't know that guy. Maybe I've seen him fight before, but
He's
what weight division?
147. It's Oscar's prize right now.
Okay.
He's
Back
literally
surgeon, Cepeda, Cuban. There you go. Go ahead.
he's Iriete, man. He's been fighting as of late. But we're gonna wrap it up, man. We've been going on the Scante stream, Poodles
Right.
here, helping a brother out. Really appreciate it, man. I really appreciate anybody hopping on and helping the baster out.
No, for sure, man. Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
like, fuck, bro. It's cool. That's like, one of the few boxing channels that talks boxing and shit.
Well, man, I'm a homer. I ain't in the front with people, I'm a homer. But
Yeah. Oh my.
but the difference is, man, hopefully people recognize I talk about every fighter. We talk about the brothers, we talk about the Mexicans, the Eastern Europeans, we talk about everybody.
Oh,
We're a fan of fights,
yeah.
I mean, I talk about, I'm a Canelo homer, right? I guess it's not cool to say you're a fan or say that you root for the guy.
Only on YouTube, bro. Like literally,
Yeah.
bruh, it's you're like real people. Like I'm not saying that you're not real or I'm not real, whatever. I mean, we do go by like fake names or whatever. But anyways, like yeah, bro. Like you go out there, like bro, like it's a reason. Like literally, like there's more people at Canelo weigh-ins than there is at like fucking most of these fucking fighters.
He has a fan base, bro. They know who the biggest fan base in boxing is,
And
that's why.
for the longest, bro.
Oh yeah. I mean, that's what I'm saying. There's a reason May 5th and September 16th are the Super Bowls in boxing, and there's a reason when after Canelo fights there's such a lull. Like, go look for boxing content or shows or conversations. It's really slim pickings because you only have so many things you could talk about and keep it going. Yeah. But yeah, man, thank you for dropping by. Don't be a stranger anytime you get a chance. But I'm gonna wrap it up, homie. I'm just gonna get some shout outs, and then you guys, put the drugs down, put the beer down, go kiss your lady, go kiss
do some
your
more
kid.
drugs, bro. But thanks, Frank. Take it easy, brother.
All right, brother.
All right, later.
All right, El Pachuco, Mars Boxeo, Maton, Sergeant. Thank you guys all for being with Frankie, El Cuerpo, Sobers, or Big Say So. Sobers hopped in. Evil Green came in. Everybody always representing, man. I'm here for you guys. Isaac Bermudez, even Bob Johnson, Tu Matador, right? Hit the like, man. You guys gotta hit the like. I'm telling you, man. I'm not, it's free. OG Blaze, right? OG Blaze always in the building. Go fuck with Sobers, El Puerco. They got channels too. Don't be a stranger. Like I said, I was working on some things. Omar E. Yeah, man. We're gonna get some more boxing talk, and I appreciate it always. We did White Girl Wednesday, the baddie of the day, Michaela Mayer will be fighting. Don't be a stranger to Michaela. Right, go support Michaela. ESPN this Wednesday, right? So we do have some boxing. Damn it, I had it and then I lost it. We do have some boxing coming up. What else? And it's just news and rumors, and then Better Be a Bivol, Better Be a Bivol will be here in a few weeks, right? But yeah, hit the like. Later, Frankster. Scante Power, man. Be safe in the late night. Hopefully you enjoyed the Scante stream, which I'll try to bring here and there when I can. Today was actually just the day that I had the opportunity to do it, testing out some equipment, right? And love talking boxing with you guys, man. So we got to get some ideas though, because it does get to a low, but you guys love it, man. You guys love it. Frank Bay loves it. The people love it. They listen, and we out.
Hey, baby! You got girlfriend? Well, baby, me so horny.
You know what I love? Oh my god. Sorry. I just love a good roast beef sandwich.
Now here you go. I don't give a fuck.
Oh! Uh-oh, yo.